Today's A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan podcast is brought to you by
1-800-WATER-DAMAGE. Chris Cento, the owner of 1-800-WATER-DAMAGE.
You were just talking to him on the phone.
Yeah, he gave me a call last night. He let me know to all Tom and Dan listeners and BDMs, if you have a roof leak because of the storm, if you have water damage,
window break,
if you're
flooding,
window break, flooding, any of that, Chris wanted to let me know, like, here's his personal cell phone number, 321-388-1345. That's 321-388-1345. You can call him directly, and what 1-800-WATER-DAMAGE does is if you have a roof leak or problem, like everything I mentioned, they will come, they'll tarp it off, they'll clean up the water damage that you have.
Kind of contain it for you.
Contain it for you, and listen, it's no cost to you. They bill the insurance company. They work directly with the insurance company. Xactimate is the program they use. That it's as universal with every insurance company, and what they'll do is once they tarp everything, they'll help you work directly with your insurance company.
Yeah, you don't have to wait for the adjuster.
Yeah, or do it yourself. Don't get up on your roof, start tarping off stuff yourself. You're going to hurt yourself.
Let a professional do it.
Let the guys at 1-800-WATER-DAMAGE do it, and like I said, just call Chris directly. He knows you guys are calm.
This is his cell phone number, 321-388-1345.
Yeah, and he said 24/7, so if after the storm you have some water damage, you have some roof damage, give them a call. They'll come contain it, they'll come clean it, and they'll work directly with the insurance company so you don't have to. It's a one-step process, super easy. They have their own contractors as well, and they're all certified, and they can help you with that as well. So anyway, it's Chris Cento, 1-800-WATER-DAMAGE. Give him a call if you have a problem.
Shorty let down your hair. It might seem ridiculous, but you'd be lying if you say it ain't delicious. Give me that grapefruit, mango, lime, my white girl wishes. Yeah, I got a sixer, a seltzer calling my name. No shame in my game, 'cause there ain't no laws when you're drinking claws. Have a good time anytime. Feels like summertime. Day drunk just because. You can dance in the halls or take a dip in your drawers. 'Cause there ain't no laws when you're drinking claws. It don't matter what you bench, big dog. If you can curl them 12-ounce claws. You can hang with us, pop a can with us, pull up a chair, forget you got balls. 'Cause there ain't no laws when you're drinking claws. You can have a good time anytime, feels like summertime. Day drunk just because. Take off your bras, simmer down there, hoss. 'Cause there ain't no laws when you're drinking could have a drink, still watch your waistline shrink. It's true. Not all heroes wear capes. I think we should thank the folks who made them. 'Cause there ain't no laws when we're drinking claws. We can have a good time anytime. Feels like summertime. Day drunk just because. If the boss man calls, we're gonna tell him fuck off. 'Cause there ain't no laws when you're drinking claws. No, there ain't no laws when we're drinking claws.
Live from the Streamline Mortgage Solutions studio, it's Orlando's own Tom and Dan.
Hello. This is your Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan program. We hope that you will find our presentation precise, joke heavy, and just right. Thanks. mix.
Show number 536.
Hey.
What's going on?
What are you laughing about?
I'm laughing at Seth squishing his finger in the mic.
And then he's like, he squished it so bad. Oh. You all right?
There we go. Yeah, I'm okay.
Why are you
Just one of
squishing your thumb over there,
It's one
little
of those
baby?
stupid pains that hurt so bad, but like it's just annoying, and I'm just not having a good past couple days either.
Well, the hurricane will make it better.
Frustrated and
Well, we can let it all out today. We'll laugh a little bit. Welcome to Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Dan.
Tom.
Samantha, our producer's here. Travis Butler is here. On news, a hurricane of his own. Hurricane Seth Pepperoni on the news.
I'm a disaster everywhere I walk.
What's wrong?
No, nothing's wrong. No, that was just it took everything I had not to rage for a second.
Oh my God.
What happens if you rage?
Well, you ever hurt yourself? You just want to go whoa, and just hit something like that.
Butler, watch out.
Yeah, I'm fucking right next to you.
Close to raging, bro.
What if it just starts killing Butler, like, and then blood splatter? You're like,
Turn the Twitch off. Turn Twitch off.
No, I would never do that.
Hopefully the blood splatter would look better than that movie you were in.
No.
Boy, the special effects of that. Who did that? I think DeLand Middle School.
Well, he's not talking about my fucking movie, Seth.
Which movie?
I'm joking.
he just
The
bullied
one
you.
that the one that you can't, you
Street
guys
Fighter?
can't get out.
Oh, well, there's another one I did
Shut
too.
me out.
I did one like years ago. It was Rockabilly Zombie that had tons of blood.
No, that was.
Oh, yeah,
I've
we're
seen
supposed to
that one.
Twitch watch
I've
that.
seen that.
Okay, real quick. We're a little disjointed today for obvious
Well,
reasons.
there's all kinds of dumb bullshit going on.
His fucking hurricane is coming.
Coming to get you.
Well, it's gonna make landfall in Florida somewhere. So where exactly we don't know yet, but everybody has gone crazy out there. Bought up all the water. They're like, bunch of water's coming to fuck our shit up. Buy all the water.
Yeah.
So
We
there's
had
that.
a lot this morning, but now it's all gone.
Yeah.
I have
Also,
a turtle pond. I'm good.
Most of those people
yeah.
don't drink water on a normal basis. But all of a sudden, they want water.
No. Everybody buying water. is
Just buy
never
soda.
drink
No,
water.
they
You swamp.
They start their day
clown.
with 3 mocha lattes, finish it with like a bottle of wine, and they're thinking they fucking have tons of bottled water. They're like, what is that?
It's like when we used to go camping every year for my birthday to Peace River. One day, I think the first time Fernando went, or maybe the second time, he's not a very camping guy, so he was, and then so he forgot his water back at my house. So when we got to the place, he's like, "Fuck, I forgot my water." He's like pissed off, like and we're like, and so we went to the store, got him like 2 gallons of water, never fucking opened it.
Yeah.
Because they were drinking beer the whole time.
You would just drink beer. You would just drink alcohol.
Leave for
Anyway.
people that actually drink water. Like,
Are you
it really
prepared,
pisses
Seth, for the
me off.
hurricane? Did you?
Yeah, I went and got a rechargeable phone charger, like battery.
Yeah,
That's
like a
all- that's
battery
all I
pack.
need.
Sure,
That's all I need, just to be on my phone.
So you
Just
can
like-
swipe Bumble while you're.
Exactly.
Yeah, he needs to be
Like-
able to see those
Hinge,
delicious teen buttholes.
Hinge is now. As long as I have Hinge, I'm good.
Hinge.
You know,
And I got like I said, the turtle pond. Just boil that water, and I'm good.
there's a turtle in there. Fuck it. Eat
Well,
that.
I do have to go to pet.
Boiled
pet
one of my
supermarket.
friends.
I have to get I honestly do have to get like a little 10-gallon aquarium for my
Yeah.
turtles because the turtle pond fills up, and I've already had 3 turtles escape, and I've looked everywhere.
Well, let them
for
escape.
I feel
They don't
Yeah,
want to
they're
live.
turtle
because
napping them?
I know where they're going. I know they're going under the deck I have and dying because there's no water there. So I feel bad.
God.
So
Does it stink after a while?
I mean, I don't smell it, but I don't want to go out there to smell the
You're
death.
having a rager and a party, and somebody's like, "It smells like shit over here by your deck."
The turtle upside down.
My God, it's hard to suck your dick. It smells like trash over here.
The turtle pond fills up anytime it rains for more than 12 hours straight or something like 10 hours straight.
Yeah.
And the turtles just escape out of it. So I have to get a rescue tank to put them in as it rains, so as it fills up and overflows, they won't escape.
You got problems other people don't have right now. You're the only guy doing that.
That's right.
the only one that
I'll be
cares
rushing to
about
Petland right after this.
So anyway,
whatever. It's a supermarket. I'll go to Petland. Is that even around anymore?
Petland? I don't think so, but don't say that.
Okay.
Petland? What the fuck is Petland?
Yeah.
so
Petland used to have the puppies in the
They had
mall,
the
right?
puppies,
Yeah.
That's where
I
got
miss that. I know it's horrible animal abuse, but selfishly, I used to like to be able to stroll the mall on pain pills, drinking a coffee, and go hold a puppy. That's pretty dope.
Jesus. That's where I got my first little
puppy.
My pug, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know any better at the time.
I wanted to get one. My mom she drew kind of a line in the sand when it came to the puppies of the mall.
Right,
she wasn't a fan, so
we'll be releasing some extra content too.
lots of extra content.
Because we realized, obviously in the hurry up and wait, the preparation, we wanted to make sure at least, because that's all we can do for all of our listeners right now. And we'll just, we're going to put out a Hurricane Best Of.
Yep.
We'll release that tomorrow or today.
Yeah, I was thinking about releasing that really late tonight or early tomorrow a.m.
Okay.
So for those of you that
cleaning up and stuff.
or preparing, you can get it. And then we're going to have a brand new 2-wife crew that the ladies taped last night with special guest Summer ILO on there. And it's a long one. It's like an hour and a half. So you got that.
Yeah, that's for BDMs only. And then we recorded a BDM show and a BDM OG.
Yeah, full show. No comedian this week because it was an actual show, so we went in order. So you get an OG show, OG recap, and then, like you said, it's like a 2-part BDM show.
Yep. So at least we'll flood you guys with content.
So that way, when they're out.
Oh my god!
I liked it, but I thought there would be more.
Anyway, no, that was
be
all
without
right.
power.
And when you go like that and you look around, that is the last thing you're going to see. That fucking is that how you look when you're coming?
Listen,
do it again because I think that's how you look when you're coming. Somebody clip that in the Twitch chat room, twitch.tv/dominated live. I bet you're like this. You're like,
I like how his hands go out to the side like
Jazz hands.
I had to wake up early and go to Lowe's this morning, which is a fucking mistake.
oh, no. Why'd you go to Lowe's? I thought you had everything done. You got a brand new generator.
They have nothing
you got
done.
all your gas cans.
Just the gas
Luckle
cans.
Garacha in your car. Your boys are screaming. Your wife's whacking it with a sandal. Your son's dressed like Spider-Man. The other ones are running around the car screaming.
I haven't done anything yet, really.
All right.
But I realized that it looks like it's going to rain a shit ton.
Yeah.
And I have flooding problems. So I
Listen to you and Butler in the office this morning was like a father comforting a son because Butler's like, is it really going to be bad, Dad? And you were all like, well, here's the deal. Sam and I were laughing because you're like, well, this thing, if it cuts the state right in half, everything's going to be so fucked up they're not going to have enough crews. So yes, it is going to be bad, son.
Oh, Dad, I'm scared.
Well, I just know from prior experiences and prior hurricanes that my house is in a fucked up location for losing power.
Yeah.
Like, when the last hurricane, I was out for 48 hours and it wasn't even shit here.
Yeah.
And the one before that, I was out for a week, and this looks more like that. So I'm dreading, and everybody is, obviously being out of power for a week plus. And it's just a big pain in the dick, you know?
Yeah,
like,
it's not fun.
When I was younger, there used to be an excitement level with hurricanes, like mostly because you got to get off work.
I have
it was
a
off
theory.
school.
when you don't own a house, it's fun as shit. But when you own a house, it's
then it's too much preparation.
I have a theory that my
crazy.
wife is oddly in a really good mood. I was
Yeah.
sharing some of the quotes that she was in her jokes and memes to Sam this morning when we were sitting in the studio getting ready. I think that my wife likes the hurricane because it gives her an opportunity to be hyper organized for her family.
Also, humble brag that she's already prepared.
Yeah.
Before
Yeah.
everybody else.
Yeah. She even texted me. She's like,
preparation paid off.
She's like, I'm all done. Even did laundry, you know. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Mic drop.
laundry's important.
Yeah. She was humble bragging it.
There is a certain psychology behind if you prep a lot, like
Sarcophagus.
if you're super prepared for this, you kind of in the back of your mind, you're like, this thing better hit us. It's like a doomsday prepper. I think all doomsday preppers in the back of their mind, like, are looking, not really looking forward to, but like they almost in a sick way want Doomsday to come because then they'll be justified for all the preparation they did.
They don't want to waste all their hard work.
Yeah, they're digging the
for
shit.
the next one.
So it's like with hurricane preparation, if you do a lot, now those of you who don't do that much, you're hoping that it doesn't hit, so you don't, but if you're ultra prepared, in the back of your mind, you're like, this thing better.
Well, she's ultra prepared. She's been prepared with the stuff that we need just to survive for, like, that's been done, because she has that.
Yeah.
Everyone can survive 2 days without anything.
It's fine. But Andrea went and got, like, games, puzzles, edible Jell-O slime, cupcake mix.
What? Cupcake mix.
Yeah, cupcake mix.
Because we're the kids.
It's essential.
Yeah, you need stuff to do. She bought boiled green nuts so I can make boiled peanuts for her.
I broke out my old Playboys.
Yeah. Oh my god!
Wow.
Really?
That's all I need to do.
Just a Playboy? I get this.
Well, because the power's out, you can need old school.
You're
Playboys.
not going to have a sweetie to hang out with you
enough.
for your hurricane party?
They'll be at their parents' house.
Good night, everybody. Roll the credits. We get Palisade. It's mediocre. All right.
They're scared. They go back to their parents like, I'm safe with you, Dad.
They do that. They do that move that all kids do when you're having your first or second sleepover, where you call your mom in the middle of the night. You're like, I'm really scared.
Yeah.
I'll come get you.
This guy's out there messing with his turtles.
It smells like dead turtles over here. I got cameras everywhere.
He hurt himself. He's raging.
He squished his thumb. He said he almost raged. It smells like turtle shit.
So
You guys make me sound really horrible.
I watched local news last night because I put the boys to bed, and then my wife was doing two-wife crew, so I was sitting there, got nothing to do, so I'm like, I'm going to put on local news. And now
You were doing better than I was doing.
I haven't literally watched local news since the last hurricane, right? Because since I cut the cord, I don't watch local news. So I was watching it like on Sling, and they're going through and so I'm waiting for like the new, I don't know how many times the new update.
Yeah, I don't know.
Were you doing?
I was on Facebook looking for those people to post them. So I was like, here's new.
Yeah, because that's what everybody's
people
looking.
post it.
Were you doing like the News Channel 13 news, or were you doing
whatever's
like
on
2, 6, or
that's
9?
It was local news on
Wesh?
I think no, it wasn't Wesh. It may have been
If it's
Sadowski.
News Channel 13, well, that'd be Channel 9. That's FTV, so that'd be ABC.
Yeah, so that was available on Sling because I don't have cable anymore. Anyway, but watching news, so I'm waiting for this update so that you have to fill, right? And I'm not used to filler. And I think this is the weird thing is because I've been watching on-demand content for years now. Yeah. I'm not used to a place like having to fill time. So they start doing a story, like a full story with reporters and interviews about the I-4 construction project and them like preparing for the hurricane. And so like they go out there and interview some like foremen, and they're like, yep, we're bringing in all the stuff, we're moving around anything that could fly away, we're putting
basically doing what you're doing.
I'm like, what is this shit? Like
the dirt is gonna.
Why do I need to know this? Is this even news? First of all. Second of all, I assumed that everybody is preparing, including the I-4 construction project. All right. And then it's like a complete waste of time, right?
We're going to ratchet strap these bulldozers down.
I bet there's some old person sitting in their house like, what are they doing with all the construction? That's all the cranes.
Yeah, but why do they need to
worry
know
about that stuff? Because they're warriors. People, I don't know why.
Yeah, but I mean,
but
wouldn't it be easier just to go like, don't fucking worry about it, you dumb old man?
Well, of course. I'd love to. That'd be awesome.
It showed me how much waste of time.
We should limit the amount of knowledge that the elderly get, so we don't freak them out.
It's like no one even needs to know this. It's like, but if you have to fill hours, then you're gonna have a bunch of shit in there. It's the equivalent to lists and whatever you're filling time.
Oh, I got some lists for today
for the inevitable update that everybody wants to see. Like, it's the same as it was 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
A little bit different.
Do they give you a quota? I can ask Andrea since she works over there. I wonder, do they give you a quota as a reporter? Do they go, you got to do this story? Because I know they have a big board and they'll have like the different stories that they want to accomplish, and each people will get assigned to them, and you can like exit out when you go there and you finish it.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering how they decide who gets the riveting I-4 construction project story. You know what I mean? Like, because you're probably like, if you get that one, you're probably like, fuck!
Yeah.
I mean, I'm interested to know where all the homeless go. Like, did they go to church? Is churches open for them or something like that?
They opened shelters.
I opened up the studio for that.
That's Joel Osteen.
Yeah.
They'll lock you.
Oh, yeah. Wasn't that a misunderstanding and a little bit of fake news, or was that true?
So.
The back dumpster in my gym is open for anyone that wants to go hide in there.
Anyway,
how often you get a crazy homeless guy that comes in like, I know Kung Fu?
Oh, weekly, no lie. Like at least once a week, somebody like
hey,
that.
Kung Fu.
Or stays right out front of our doors and doesn't walk in and just paces the glass back and forth, like raising their hands, like doing the boxing like, coming out like this.
Yeah, are you like, I'm about to rage,
Oh,
man.
no, I'm sweating. I'm like, I want to go up there and put him into the street. No, I'm just joking. I don't. My partner wants to do that. I'm the one that actually kind of comes to I'm like, let's just call 911.
Don't kill him.
Call 911.
Don't call 911. Call non-emergency.
Oh, no, we non-emergency. That's what I mean. I meant non-emergency. Yeah, we call. We get them trespassed. That way they know exactly which one it is because they know a lot of the homeless people that are frequent the area. So
take them, put them in your car, drive them to the woods, throw them out.
Honestly,
you walk that way.
You relocate.
We just got a brand new. Well, it's not brand new. We've had it for
Find their way home. It's meant to be. Right?
Let them sit in your turtle pond.
We got a taser gun. So we pull that out. Look at him when we click it. He's like,
I don't think you're allowed to do that.
You guys are professional fighters. Why are you?
I don't want to touch anybody I don't need to touch. That might have.
I also don't think
you
you're
can kick
allowed
a baseball bat in half.
Might have Parkinson's.
I also don't think it's legal for you to pull out a weapon. Like, I'm gonna get you. I don't think you're supposed to do that.
I think you're allowed to do a taser like that.
Okay. My God.
So let's go through and see who's prepared for this shit.
All right.
So Samantha,
you can start with me because I'm the easiest.
Yeah. Well, we already know.
Totally prepared. I didn't do nothing.
Yeah. And you don't have a backyard full of shit. You gotta. Here's the thing: hurricanes are the time, like especially when we know they're gonna hit. It's the time you realize how bad you have been neglecting your yard and leaving shit around.
Yeah. I mowed yesterday.
You're like,
fuck, that was my preparation.
That pile of junk. And then you're afraid. You're like, I wonder if I can get away with leaving it there. But then your neighbors shame you. They like start peeking up. They're like, what a projectile there,
Do they?
Oh, yeah.
Projectile.
But if you have a bunch of shit in your yard, the neighbors will shame you into cleaning it up because they don't want that shit
how much
flying.
shit do you have in your yard that your neighbors are complaining?
There's a lot of
I'm
stuff.
fine now, but there's some times where
it's all in your garage now.
He had Drunk at the Bear ramp. He has skateboards, BMX bikes, four-wheelers.
There was a time I had a bunch
Take
of
your
garbage.
recycling bins in. Don't
What about your backyard house? You have your little kid's house and thing. That's going to take off like Dorothy.
No, it's fine. I'm leaving that shit out there. I'll put a
projectile.
So
300-pound projectile.
Samantha, have you prepared?
Mildly. I mowed the yard yesterday. Took all the stuff in,
Nice.
so the back porch and the sheds and everything. So there's nothing to be a projectile. My husband picked up some. What are you doing over there?
Selfieing us all.
Oh my God! He's like, I'm ignoring Samantha so I can selfie.
He heard his thumb again. He's gonna rage.
Got some plywood just in case we're gonna board up the windows if the wind is too bad. Also, we got some mulch instead of sandbags because you can use that afterwards.
I thought that was pretty good.
Because our yard floods quite often.
I don't think you'll need to board up your windows. I think you should be fine. And this far inland,
I have no water.
That's fine.
I have a little bit of
next to a
snacks,
stream.
not much. I have no THC.
Oh, that's a big deal. Me and Travis, that was the first thing we went to.
Plenty of whiskey, only one 12-pack of White Claw. I'm going to need some help.
I bribed
I
my
got 3
neighbor
lollipops
with
for you.
THC.
What's that?
Sorry. I got 3 lollipops.
What kind of lollipops?
You gave them to me a while ago.
Don't talk about it.
What are you doing?
That's not THC.
I threaten the homeless, and I have illegal weed.
Oh no, I didn't think that was legal. I thought it was legal. I'm not bad.
Talk to me on the break.
What are you doing?
Wait. Eat all 3 at the same time as soon
By the
as
way,
eyes
you of
here.
all people don't need to be saying I have 3 lollipops. See other joke.
So, Travis, how about you?
Yeah. I got a bunch of stuff, man. I got some water. I got all that shit. I got some tortilla chips, some Swedish fish. I got some
Swedish fish.
My
I got
dad
some,
loves Swedish fish.
I got about 1,400 milligrams of THC.
All
right. I got a lot. Yeah.
So you got 1 day of supply.
1 day supply. Yep.
True.
Got that from Tom too.
And so, Seth, you got your turtles taken care of. That's really that's your only family right now.
Honestly, I'm worried about my screen. The only thing I'm worried about is my screen enclosure. That's it, because it's a big, huge, giant screen enclosure.
You know, I did that same thing. I just got it recently, and but that's what you got insurance for. You know, shit falls through it. Like
I don't have insurance.
No,
but you had a rental house, so you don't have to worry about literally.
Yeah, somebody else is covering that for you, or should be.
But if your house floods, all your shit's
my basement, I'm worried about too, because my basement flooded last hurricane bad. It was like
that's right.
4 feet of water.
Did you have to put a pump down there?
I have a pump down there. I just don't know if it's going to be able to pump it out enough.
Yeah,
Dad's not working hard enough.
He's down south. I was going to invite him up for this. And be like, hey, you want to ride out the hurricane with me?
Come bail some water.
We were bailing water. It was like
a free dead turtle.
5-gallon bucket. There's like 3 people on the stairs, like and then dumping it out.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah,
You're rich. Why don't you just get like a pump?
Yeah,
I did. I put a pump in. I did.
Okay.
Me and my dad actually built this rigged system. And I don't know.
Maybe that's the problem.
I don't know how legal this is.
You're like, me and my dad rigged this system. That might be the reason it's not working.
No, it works fine. I just don't. Where the water goes, I don't know how that is.
Well, where's it going?
I'd rather not say. It's just going somewhere that's not my house.
Oh my God!
It pumps directly into a homeless shelter, killing everyone.
No, it just goes away from my house.
Yeah.
That's all I care about. Is me.
I was gonna ask you. That's what everybody cares about. That's what everybody's buying all the water. They're like, I need all the water, as much as I can buy.
Yeah, how much would people need? Like, honestly,
really. I mean, here's the thing: if you live in a well, or like somehow they shut the water off, I mean, they will put it back on. And this far inland, it's really the people on the coast that are going to get it the worst. But anyway, everybody gets afraid, and that's what it is. So, and
you got all weekend now to prep, though.
Yeah,
that's what's
not supposed to hit till what? Monday,
I only prep 3
Tuesday,
cases
Wednesday?
of water.
So
that's
too much.
I think that's too much. I think I got a case of water.
What do you drink a day normally?
What, me, normally? Mm-hmm. I don't know, maybe like 64 ounces or so.
64 ounces. That's like 1 shaker cup that I drink. I drink fucking...
let's have a water off.
Yeah, because it's stupid. Like, there's no point to it. Don't take what you're not going to use. Like, it pisses me off, because I go and I need it for real.
Yeah,
because I'm not a narc.
Because you're hydrated.
Yeah.
Those of us that are dehydrated, why are you taking the water? You never drink that normally.
Yeah, that's why my skin looks good.
My God.
Anyway, if
should I take my planter boxes down? Because they could be projectiles, right?
Yeah.
I just put those up this weekend, too. That's
I know. And mine are a little janky. I have to probably take those down.
Just everybody just do whatever they think is good. Don't do nothing. That's for sure. You know, and I think everybody's been through this shit before, so we know what we're gonna face. Right?
Are you guys doing anything in preparation for like? Well, we're only gonna have a couple of days to have fun, so might as well get some fun in before all the hell breaks loose.
Fuck fest.
No, because everyone thought it was gonna hit on the weekend. So
fuck fest.
That's that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Where's that?
Butler, he had a Airbnb over the weekend for Labor Day. He had to cancel. Like everybody had Labor Day plans. I wanted to. You guys were going to go up to St. Augustine, and we were thinking about doing an RV share or something. So like everything basically got put on hold. I was thinking. You know what I was thinking about? All those people.
I got 2 events this weekend. I'm going to.
I know. Yeah.
You're going to have some fun whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
Yep. So what I was thinking about is like all those people in town for the Star Wars opening.
Yeah.
Like imagine all that.
Could it fuck up the Star Wars land?
Well,
could it blow some Wookiees around or some Ewoks or some shit?
Millennium Falcon.
The Millennium Falcon actually takes off.
Yeah. I mean, I was just thinking about like a place like, okay, for instance, a place like Volcano Bay. Is that... I mean, what do they do? Because
maybe it'll blow all the trash out of it.
I would imagine that a man-made volcano could get fucked up by a hurricane.
Well, they built it to probably rate a certain amount of winds and stuff. So
Seth doesn't seem to think so.
I'm sure they
built it to hold a bunch of stagnant piss water. is what they did.
So
smells like dead turtles.
I mean, the last bad hurricane, there was some shit broken at Disney World and Universal, and they fixed it pretty quick. But they built it all to like rate a certain amount of storm winds. Obviously,
like the Orlando Eye.
It could be.
Could that get fucked up?
Can you imagine? It seems like it's such a wind cut. Like I think
it'd be kind of fun. If it were safe, it'd be kind of fun to be in that during the eye of the storm. I like when the shit starts. and the trees are bending over.
Yeah, when it's not mine, yes, I do.
I think it's cool.
It is impressive to watch a fucking hurricane. It matters how strong the winds are going to be here. Like as far as the last forecast, it said like we're going to get Category 1 winds, which is the same as Charlie.
It's the same as Charlie, right?
Yeah, and that was it brought down a lot of trees, and that
damn bad.
Yeah. That was the 10 days that I spent in Heroin Alley without Daniel's out of power for 30 days in Deltona.
I did like 28. It was that was literally one of the worst times ever, and I was also going through a breakup at the time, and so I let her stay in the house with the generator, and I went to a hotel, and it was fucking terrible. It was just like the range of emotion from not only not having power, but also dealing with like dumb shit heaped on top of it. It was just not good. It was bad.
But if anybody's watching, I'm sure everybody's going to sit there and watch local news. Watch how dumb the stories are that they fill with, because they're completely nonsense that no one. But it's funny watching, especially if you don't watch cable that often.
Yeah.
And then the commercials, I was like, what the fuck? Like it was bizarre shit I've never even seen. Like I'm like, I don't even think it goes back to like they're not marketing directly to me. It's bizarre.
They have
rando commercials.
They have to just scatter it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like they
throw
can't,
shit against the wall and see what sticks.
Yeah, they can't tailor the commercials to exactly somebody that likes that thing. Is there anything about this at all that people are looking forward to?
No.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Well,
right?
I mean,
I think everybody's so bummed because this was actually going to be our holiday. Like I've never seen people more depressed when it comes to a hurricane.
I think high school kids and maybe some college, they're excited they don't have to go to school. Like that'll be postponed for probably maybe even all week next week, depending on how bad it is.
They'll love it until like the third day of no power. Then it's like
I know.
Complete meltdown.
Not sweating in your nuts.
Nothing about this makes anybody's lives easier. You know what I'm saying? Like the only thing you could be like people that get excited about just watching how powerful storms are. There's that, but the pain in the ass outweighs that by 10 million. You know, like and if we didn't lose power, maybe there could be an argument that it's not that bad, but it's the losing the power and living like that shit. And like we said before on BDM show or whatever, the day after the hurricane, you're like, it's not that bad because it brings out all the moisture and then it's like 2 days later, swamp comes back, and we're like, this is
terrible.
The worst.
Oh yeah.
So anyway, I don't want to doom and gloom everybody.
No.
I figured today we'll have some fun, fuck around. I know we got the singer-songwriter that with the White Claw song we played last week.
Mark Leach.
Yeah.
He did the White Claw song. So we're going to be talking to that guy in roughly 30 minutes or so.
You want to do some voicemails?
Yeah, we can jump into some voicemails. Do you want to do the regular ones or hidden ones? It's really up to you. I'm good with whatever.
Let's just do some regular voicemails. We'll do a couple, then we'll come back and... I don't even know what we'll do, but...
we'll just jump all around. It's fun. I know everybody is discombobulated. You can feel it. Like, it feels... Like, everybody feels just kind of like, what's going to happen?
Going back to... I was at Lowe's this morning, and I'm just getting this long corrugated drain pipe because I want to run my all my downspouts from, like, the ones that flood my yard out to the street, to the storm. Like, that's fine, right? Is there anything against that?
I don't see why not. You could dig a hole and do the same thing. You're just doing a temporary fix, right?
Just for a storm.
I don't see why there'd be anything wrong with that.
But
it's not what Seth's doing. But,
when
looking up some statutes over there, like making sure.
I'm making sure I didn't incriminate myself too much. I always incriminate.
Texting your attorney. Go back to the Twitch feed. Go back like 15 minutes. Listen to that.
So apparently, the Lowe's over in Fern Park got like 5 or 6 pallets of generators.
Yeah,
and people started going crazy and buying them and shit. So I called because my mother-in-law was talking, like she was getting a generator from a friend who's coming down from New York who works for Delta, and he was going to fly him down and just pay the freight because he was up there.
Wow.
Anyway,
that's a nice-ass friend, man.
Yeah,
my God.
But I called her, I texted her, I was like, hey, there's a bunch of generators, maybe that'll save you some money or whatever here, and I'm like, we need to get them. So she's like, hey, buy one for me, I'll just pay it back. So then I get one, and then people are like calling, and the people are getting
Black Friday.
Yeah.
Why don't people buy these things when it's not hurricane
What do you plug
especially if you've lived
what do you plug
here
into
for
it?
a long time?
Everything.
Well,
everything. Well, you stick it outside, but then you plug your air conditioner into it.
Well, you run your
refrigerator.
Refrigerator, I get, but then
if
you
you
got to pull.
a big enough
but you have to
one,
pull the giant refrigerator. I don't know. My refrigerator's big, and I have nice flow.
No, you run the cords inside.
And you run the cord, bro.
I get you on the corner side. You still have to get behind to plug it in. So you have to pull that shit out, and then when you catty corner it, maybe the way my
I mean, it's better than not having it work.
I got a plug.
That seems like such a pin in there.
You can get a plug to the side of your house. So I have a 220 plug that I ran from my box to the outside of my house. So I'm plugging the generator to my house, and I can run everything but the air.
Oh, see, I didn't know that. I didn't know it was a thing.
And so if I turn off the AC, I could run all the lights and the refrigerator. Then at night, I could turn off all the lights and then run just the AC. So that's my plan.
So the generator, you're just going,
yeah, loud as shit. That's I'll put it next to my neighbor's bedroom window.
Originally, when I lived at Deltona, I had it on the opposite end of, like, if you're looking at my house, I had it on the, I guess, the left-hand side, near, kind of what you're saying, near my neighbor's window. And it's funny because you'll be sleeping in the middle of the night and you'll hear that shit go off. Because the neighbor walked over and was like, and I'm like, it's fucking hot in here. I realized what it was, and I realized I was being a bad neighbor. I went out there, and you know how they have the two wheels in the back, and you have the handle in the front? It's fucking in the middle of the night, I'm dragging this thing to the other side, near the wood, so I wouldn't bother it. But I'm like, you're just completely justified.
Touché, sir. Touché.
Well done. I deserve that.
All right, let's play some voicemail.
All right, here we go. If you'd like to leave us a voicemail, you can do so by using our free app. Just find it wherever you get your apps. Type in Mediocre App, Tom and Dan, totally free, and all of our content is on there. Here we go. Oh, sorry, hold on. That's not it. That's my little...
Wait, I got a question. Does gas go out? I have natural gas. Does that ever stop working, or can I use my stove all the time if it's just gas? There's no electric at all.
I think you should be good. And if you're wired with gas lines,
I have gas lines,
and you don't have a big tank, it's just
it's not propane. It's city. It's city gas.
You'll be good. You can cook and all that
I can
shit.
cook then. I'm good.
Yeah, here we go.
But I don't know for sure. I'm just telling you that.
Yeah, that could be a complete lie. Just bring your taser just in case.
Fill up an entire house
with gas.
And
to test it, light a match.
I do like the smell. I do light it. I just click it on sometimes without it lighting, and I like the smell of it. It smells good.
Okay.
Hey, Tom and Dan. It's Zach from Ohio. When was the last time that you blacked out drinking?
All right.
Is he in a haunted house?
Yeah.
Blacked out. Well, that depends. Most night,
nights.
I can't remember exactly what I watched on TV.
That's a brownout, though, right?
Yeah. And I think some of it's the THC. But no. I think the last time I got really, really wasted, God, what the...
not from alcohol, I can't remember, but last night was pretty rough for me. I went to the moon.
Yeah, you took a red pill?
Yeah, I took a red pill, which I don't even know why they sell this. It shouldn't,
I think that was at the very incarnation of medical marijuana.
It's too strong.
They're like, we need to make one for people with legitimately stage 4 cancer.
Yeah.
So like the highest concentration.
I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, 50 milligrams of straight medical
like I had no idea where
indica.
I was at, and it wouldn't stop. And at one point I texted you guys, I said I could feel the atoms in my body scatter throughout the room, and then I had a bird's eye view of everything that was going on.
Oh, you Dr. Manhattan.
I was one with my home, and then it just kept ramping up. It kept ramping up. I got to a point where I could stop my heart and then use the thumping motion of my brain to power my body. That happened.
I need to try these red pills again.
That happened.
Again?
And then at one point I couldn't walk, so I had to crawl on all fours to the bathroom.
Oh my God.
And then throw myself onto a toilet, much like a person, the paraplegic, would try to get out of a wheelchair. So I had to throw myself onto the toilet and lay there and try to relax enough to pee. But my body was on so much of an edge that I think in order to get just a standard bladder pee-pee out, it took me, I think I pissed for 4 hours. And then I had to flop back over and then drag myself back to the bed, then scream into a pillow.
Yeah. That's
not fun. It's not fun.
Yeah, there is too much.
Yeah, nobody should ever have experienced what I experienced. It was terrible.
Samantha, when's the last time
Like every other weekend.
Yeah, it's
healthy.
Like the blackout.
I'm not a pillar of health.
It's it all depends on how long you're blacked out.
Yeah, it's just at the end of the night before you go to sleep.
Because if you drink too much, inevitably there'll be a portion of time you can't really remember, like driving home right before you go to sleep. I'm joking, mother. But if you're blacked out for a long period of time, that's a young man's game.
I feel like the last time I've done that was like 3 years ago on the cruise, where you miss a half a day where you're like, what did we do yesterday?
Yeah. When there's hours you can't remember and you're still up and running, then that's the problem.
Day drinking will get you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think we're all aged out of that at this
Day
point.
drinking?
It's not fun.
Oh, yeah, it's rough.
Well, I'm talking about
Or
like,
blacking out.
I
think I blacked out last weekend.
Okay, there it is.
My wife drove me home from Tuffy's, and I don't remember falling asleep or getting into bed or any of that.
But again, end of the night blackout.
End of the night
better
blackout.
than
Yeah.
But in the midday, like I'm at Tuffy's, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck happened.
yeah.
There was a point during the Rob Thomas concert that I took my wife to. I almost said daughter. That I had consumed so much marijuana that I looked on stage and I was like, "Who is that?" Like I'm looking at it going on. I'm like, what is it? I was like, what am I watching right now? I was like, this is weird. And then I'm like, why am I sitting at a table?
Oh no! You get Alzheimer's. You say you don't remember where you are.
I looked over and I go, well, I know that's Andrea. But what are we doing? This is a weird Olive Garden. I didn't know where the fuck I was.
Seth, wasn't there a time in your life, in your 20s, let's say, that that working like workout dudes used to take a lot of G, right? And you get the G hole. What is G, by the way?
Gamma hydroxybutyrolactone.
And what was it originally intended for?
As a sleep aid to help you recover much faster when you sleep, so that way your body regenerates. When you work out super hard and you stress your body to the max, it puts you in a deeper REM sleep, so that way your body, because that's when you heal and you grow muscle.
Okay.
So it helps you do that.
So it was essentially like a NyQuil or a melatonin.
Ecstasy / NyQuil.
Okay. And then, but if you take like more than
you're supposed to, and when you're up, awake and stuff like that, I don't go asleep. It gives you an extreme euphoric drunk / ecstasy feeling. That's exactly. Yeah, oh yeah.
And so guys,
not a lot of people know about
workout dudes will take it because there's no calories or
no
anything.
calories. It metabolizes to water in your body like a couple hours after you take it. Zero hangover. You feel amazing the next get up and run a marathon next day better than you would run if you didn't take it.
And the downfall, can you die doing it?
Oh, yeah, if you take too much. Yeah, your body starts shutting down. Yeah, because it's a depressant, so it's going to shut your organs down, stuff like that. And some assholes, why it was considered a date rep drug is because guys found out, obviously, if you give it to people too much, it puts you to sleep because it passes you out.
Gotcha, yeah. So then, now it's illegal now, or they just don't sell it?
Totally illegal.
And
it is illegal?
Oh, yeah.
So,
it is still around, but it's illegal.
But it's illegal.
Because you asked if it's still around.
So is your
a lot of stuff still around?
Like when you're blacked out drunk, a lot of times you turn into a caveman,
White
or
crosses.
we call it like lose your soul, like you're mumbling,
like a G hole.
Yeah, well, I'm saying, does that happen on a G hole?
Yeah, you kind of. What happens is we call it a G hole, but you get the G shakes or the G flinches. Kind of like
I got the G.
You shut down for a second, but then your body kicks back on, so you start doing these like
what the hell
flinches because your body wants to go to sleep.
That's called the Ray Charles.
It like wakes itself up, like it shoots itself awake, like electrical charges.
Like heroin addicts do that.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, but that's like extreme.
It's
like
called
you
the
do a lot,
nod, right?
Yeah. That's extreme. Most of the time, you just
called the Dougie.
Just pass out. And when you mix it with alcohol, obviously it works because you don't want to have two depressants and stuff like that. But a lot of people do. Which that was the last time I blacked out was when I.
And then what happens when you black out?
Do you rage, bro?
The only reason, normally I don't. Normally I get super horny and I just pass out. But this time it was different for some reason. I don't know why. But
woke up with a dead turtle in your hand.
No, I tried to. I think I might have said a little bit of the story before. Like I got kicked out of the club because I was in the stall with another guy, taking a G. But they thought I was doing something else, kicked me out, and that I think switched something in my head.
Yeah.
That like turned something in my head. I was like, this guy thought I was doing this. How dare! Like I was pissed off.
Why'd you need to do it together in the same stall?
Hey, let's both sit on the toilet. Wait a minute. I'll sit on the toilet and spread my legs way wide. You sit on top of my leg. Shit through my legs. Hey, let's do G together.
Yeah. So I was with a couple friends that were hanging out with girls, and I was getting like a little like I don't know if I was jealous or if I was just getting angry at that situation.
Me like girls do.
Yeah, and they weren't talking to me. So I remember taking a drink and then slamming it down hard as I can on the counter for no reason and shattering it, and then cutting my hand, and I was just not caring. And my friends were like, "What? Are you okay?" And I turn around, I'm like, "No, I'm not." I just scream at them.
No, I just want to be loved.
Yeah. and they,
all I have is turtles.
They
I'm sick of fucking turtles.
I didn't have turtles at the time. I think I had just a couple dogs. Anyway,
I'm sick of fucking a bearded dragon.
My niece just got a bearded dragon, by the way.
I bet.
Yeah. Anyway, they try to calm me down. I try to push them. I try to fight my best friends. I get shoved out of the club. I run down the street, kicking over every single newsstand I could find.
I'll stop everybody from saying
the last thing,
I'm gonna kill your information.
Yeah, the last thing
a war on information.
The last thing I remember is I found my way to my car. I started forearming as hard as I can,
my God, Seth.
screaming. Somebody pulls up, has a gun on me.
Shit.
And the last thing I remember is whoever the person is with the gun, I found out was one of my good friends because they thought I was just some random dude beating up my Hummer. So he pulls up. It was my yellow Hummer. Yeah, it was back in those days. This was 2009 or 2010.
I'm gonna have to kill you, bro. You're fucking kill you. You're raging too hard.
He pulls his
No
piece
one
out.
fucks up a douche Hummer on my watch.
And I remember I thought
Even the owner.
I thought he was being a good friend. So he didn't know it was me. And I got in his
It's our
car.
idol. I'm sorry.
It's okay. And the last thing I remember, I got in the car, and then I remember headbutting the seat, and that's all I remember. I don't remember
Headbutting the seat.
Yeah. And crying hysterically, headbutting the seat.
Crying.
Because I didn't know what I did. I was crying, headbutting the seat, and then I woke up the next morning like, with my wife next to me. My ex-wife. Next to me. No, it was my wife at the time, but no.
Did you feel great, though? I mean,
no hangover.
You said no
I
hangover.
went up and I ran a marathon.
You jump out of bed, you're like, I feel wonderful.
Yeah,
Who wants a smoothie?
I was pretty embarrassed, and that was the last time I did anything like that.
Who put all these dents in my car?
And you say it was your ex-wife? Weird. I'm joking. So, all right.
She actually stood me for a while. That was
I've never heard of a girl taking G. It's always like guys.
Yeah. Because when they take it, they
get forced to take it, right?
But I've never heard a girl be like, "Yeah, man, I take the." You know what I mean? Like,
I bet there's workout girls that probably dabbled in it. It was big in the workout scene, right?
It was a workout scene. A lot of fitness chicks did. I know a lot of girls that did it, but anyway.
So
it was embarrassing.
All right, we'll take a quick break, and we got an interview coming up next, and we'll do some Seth news. And if you want to give us a call, if you got any hurricane prep stories.
A little bit more today. How about that?
If you bother to run out to Walmart, I'm sure everybody did.
If you saw some crazy shit, want to give us a report, 1-844-TOM, the letter N, DAN. Strung Out's got new music, man.
Okay, cool.
You'll like this. This is off their Songs of Armor and Devotion album. Name of the song is White Girls. We'll be right back with more A Mediocre Time. Do you want to ride in a tank? Of course you do. You're not a fucking idiot.
Tankамerica.com. They're in Melbourne.
It's about time we go back, man.
Yeah, I know.
And I got better rigs for us now, like little, tiny microphone packs. So we won't have to hold a microphone while we're driving. It'll be a much better and safer experience.
Yeah, when we get that Twitch mobile rig, we'll do some Twitch tanking.
Oh, yeah, man. But they have a full course. They have a basically a tactical laser tag unit, like a whole warehouse set up.
Yeah. It's
like
indoor,
fully
AC.
branded out. You know, you're using these... these laser tag rifles that emulate real rifles, so you get a full experience. It's awesome, man.
They have CO2 cartridges in the rifles, so you're getting the recoil. It's super realistic. I mean, they have local police departments trained there.
Super fun, but the tank is really the highlight.
Yes, and Tank America offers a Tom and Dan special. So basically, you have to give them a call. It's 321-241-1122. It's on tankamerica.com. Give them a call and say, hey, I want the Tom and Dan package. First, you get money off their tank package, which you'll get to do the full experience and the car crush at the end.
Yeah,
you get
the mud hole, the car crush. Yeah. There's you weave through these tires. You go back down through what appears to be the jungle.
Yeah,
then you gun it back up like Tom did. Almost put us in the lake.
perfect for like maybe a bachelor party, bachelorette party, if maybe a birthday party. But you and 3 friends, so 4 total, you get to do the whole tank experience. And if you choose the Tom and Dan package, not only do you get money off, you get to come in and watch a show.
Yes,
all
you
4
do.
of your friends get to come in here and watch a show. So if you're a listener, it's a really cool
So you
birthday
get to do
gift.
something super exciting by riding in a tank, then you come in here and you're bored to death. So,
You'll be drunk.
Yeah, you got a little bit of everything.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
I mean,
yeah, yeah.
like, I would do just to sign up for it, then come in here first, then end with the tank.
We're audio tanks. But
slow.
So tankamerica.com, give them a call, ask for the Tom and Dan special, and check it out all on their website, tankamerica.com.
In my constant quest to try and find new yacht rock, that is Pet Fangs. The name of the song is Bitch Baby. I would put it in the category. You know, it's smooth and funky and kind of that like music you could chill out to a little bit. Welcome back to A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Dan.
Tom.
Samantha, Butler, Seth Petrozelli are all here hanging out. Are we going to do our shot now?
Yeah, let's do it.
Because I know everybody, like we were talking about how everybody's like distracted because there's so much on your mind. It's kind of hard to do anything without just being like, ugh.
You know what? Everything shuts down, and
You can feel it. You can feel the energy around here is like dead.
Yeah,
Not in here. I mean, like out.
Because
everywhere.
everybody's normal routines are, postponed by this shit, and then so everybody's like, "Oh, you got to prepare, you got to get your house ready." Everybody shuts down. Then everybody's not going to be working next week, and then you start preparing for like, I'm going to be out of power or what. And then it just every single person in Florida. It does, like I said, I mentioned on a couple shows we recorded yesterday that it's a weird feeling of like we're all going through the same thing.
Yeah.
So it's kind of interesting because you never really feel that. You know, we're not really connected as a community as a whole. You know,
but everyone's being a dickhead and taking all the
It
supplies.
just shows you how, if anything really bad happened, how bad it would be.
Don't even bother.
Give me a taser too. I'd be tasing everybody.
Exactly. That's why the guns are important.
If I see the asteroid coming, I'm not going to bother going to Walmart. It's just pointless.
I'd rather get hit by an asteroid than stuck at Walmart with those heathens.
I'll be at PetSmart.
Look, I know I'm in the minority. I like going to Walmart.
Well,
not during
for
one of
people
these
watching.
kind of
I'd have to
situations.
experience it to shit on it. I'd have to do it at least once to see if I
I'd
liked
go to
it.
Walmart, but
maybe
not during
nobody
these
would be
times.
in there. The asteroid, I can feel the fire coming. You know, like, and I'm, I'm riding the bikes around the aisles and eating some Cheez-Its. You want to do our shot?
Yeah.
All right, Butler. Should I just jump right into it?
Cue her up.
Okay.
Heading home to Seminole County.
No, right here.
Heading home to Seminole County for the Labor Day weekend storm. I've got my old Akais on. I guess I was never meant for that gibber dumb long con. And my buddies, I don't know that I'll be missing that hole, but come Monday, Florida's gonna cry. Come Monday, my butthole will be tied. I've spent thousands of days in a green cannabis haze, and I just want some White Claw tonight. That's it.
Well, damn it.
That's the worst thing
I never thought I'd miss Lee.
Week ending. Oh my god. Cheers.
Hold on. Give my shot here.
I'm immortal.
You guys clean these shot glasses again?
No, not at all. We've never cleaned them.
What am I?
Something black.
What is
for
that?
it.
Whoa!
Black in there?
Yeah, that's all right.
That's racist.
You all right?
That's strong. What is that?
That was a good Knob Creek,
Knob
from
Creek.
Tuffy's Special Edition.
Whoa! It tastes good, but it's strong.
Oh,
Tastes
it's
like a-
It
tastes
is
like a
strong.
Knob Creek.
I started sweating because I took one earlier because Butler mismanaged the amount we
it's like
needed.
120 proof.
Oh my god, I feel amazing right
The
now.
chat room weighing
Let's
in.
run into the hurricane.
Let's weigh in on this toast. We hear "I love it." Oh no. Hit the beat, bro. We're actually all doomed now. Look at Tom's face. The hurricane is coming to erase the memory of this event. Oh, no. Tom's eyes equal embarrassing. It was foretold. Wow, yes. These toasts are getting out of control. Oh, my God. Laugh out loud. The result of 1,400 milligrams. All right. Well, I thought it was good. I thought you did a nice job. Well done. What do you want to do now, buddy?
Our homeboy should be calling us.
Yeah, we should have this White Claw guy. We can continue with a few voicemails in the meantime. Remember when back, I don't know, 3 weeks ago, I think we were on the Bubba the Love Sponge show. People weighed in real heavy on that one.
Okay.
Let's check out a few of these.
Hey guys, it's Bubba. I just thought I'd try out this gay app of yours. It's I had a great time on the podcast the other day. Next time you boys come in, we'll tase Tunnel's balls and his asshole. We'll see you next time.
All right, we got about 100 of those of people
How dare you
doing like an impression of Bubba the Love Sponge. And is that our guest?
It is.
Line 1?
Line 2.
Line 2. Tom, I'll let you jump into this while I get him on the line here.
So last week we played a song on the show, and it was a White Claw song.
Yes.
And you found it, Daniel. You showed it to us.
Well, I think Samantha found it because
someone posted in the BDM group.
She's like the hippest. She found the Popeyes fried chicken sandwich before everybody else did. She found this song before everybody else did.
So, of course, White Claw, one of our sponsors, and the popularity of White Claw exploded on the internet. The thousands of memes and everything, and we liked the song, so we asked Samantha to reach out to the person that made the song. She did, and on the line with us right now, singer-songwriter Mark Leach is on the phone. What's going on, Mark?
Hey, not so much. How are you guys doing?
Good, man. Thanks for taking the time. We really liked your song, man. You damn fine job.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
No problem. So, Mark, of course, you probably saw the popularity of White Claw. Did you drink White Claw before you saw, like, the explosion on the internet? Or did you see the explosion and then, start writing the song because of that popularity?
Well, so I was actually in the studio. The guys who I did it with, the band Hey Monet, we were in the studio working on some other songs, and Dan, one of the members of that group, his birthday was coming up, and he was having a birthday party, and so on the Facebook invite, somebody commented, "Ain't no longer in Drinkin Claws," and he looked at me, and he's like, "We should write that." So that Friday, we got together on my family's boat, and we wrote it in about 30 minutes, and then we spent the next 3 days recording it, and then we just put it out to the world. But no, I actually don't drink. So I haven't had a White Claw, but I don't. Yeah, but I have to go off of.
It's a super catchy song.
Yeah, I mean the song we sing it around here. I mean, is it to your knowledge? Were you the first to kind of write a song like that? Because I figured there'd be more than one, and you obviously you're the one that pops up, man. I mean, you're the first one that I've seen. Have you investigated that at all?
I did. I was kind of nervous because we released it like a week after we wrote it, and so I was watching Spotify and I was looking at like kind of the new music that was coming out that Friday, and I knew that if we got through that Friday, we'd be okay. Nothing that I've seen so far, nobody else has come out with a song that's at least gained as much traction as this one has. So I think we're good.
I was going to ask you, when did you realize that it was going to go viral and start blowing up? Could you see it happen? Like, I always wondered because, like, we did a viral video a long time ago, and then, like, it started getting a little bit of traction, and then all of a sudden, like, there was a day or two where it exploded, and then it went back down again. But it was like, it happened in, like, 2 days period.
Yeah.
So were you monitoring it? Did you, like, wake up in the morning and you're like, oh, shit, this got, like, X amount of listens on Spotify?
Yeah, we were. So the night before, I remember I was kind of nervous because we both have our own separate careers, and so I was like, man, this song is so ridiculous. Like, I was getting nervous actually. And so then when it went out and we saw some traction, and then it just kind of blew up a little bit, and then a little bit more, and then like if you guys are familiar, like the Bob and Tom show picked it up.
Yeah.
And they like played it on there, and then we're like, wait, what's going on? And then I saw like a comedian who I've been a fan of forever, Brad Williams, like he was like dancing to it, and I was like, man, this is nuts. And then it's still kind of going, like people are still reaching out and kind of have a few different things rolling right now with it. So it's just, it's pretty nuts how fast and kind of slow at the same time things things happen.
Did you hear anything from like corporate White Claw or anybody reach out to you? And because we know a little bit of behind the scenes with White Claw, they're one of our sponsors. The Ain't No Laws when the Drinkin Claws thing. They kind of have to. They have to. Here's the thing. I'm not going to say they like it or don't. All I'm saying is that I imagine
dangerous territory.
I imagine companies like any publicity, although they can't get behind something that says no claw or no laws,
breaking the law.
So because giant corporations are scared of getting sued. So they kind of have to take a healthy step back. But I imagine that they like the publicity. But have you heard anything from the company?
We haven't heard anything, and I think you kind of hit the nail on the head there too with getting behind back in something that says ain't no laws. And I don't think they really need to do anything because we're kind of doing the marketing for them.
Right, exactly.
In a roundabout way.
So
no, we actually nothing from them.
Now, you brought up an interesting point I didn't think of because everybody is thinking like, this is great for you. Like, this is great publicity. Why wouldn't you want this? This is awesome. But I
never underestimate a litigious society.
Well, no. I was thinking that on the other hand, like if you're a serious, singer-songwriter. And you're not doing, you don't specialize in parody songs or like goof songs. So like, were you afraid that this was going to get so popular that everybody was just going to know you?
Hey, you're the White Claw man. And you're like, no!
It's like an actor getting typecast. Like, like an actor.
It's called the Tony Soprano, right?
You don't want to get typecast as like, I'm the guy that does the goof song. So were you a little bit afraid of it becoming too popular and being known forever as the White Claw guy?
I was when that's the night before it came out. I got kind of nervous about that. And the first day we were in the studio and we started recording, we all kind of looked at each other because we knew we had something. And I remember I was talking to my girlfriend after that session, and I was like, "Man, this is going to be pretty good. I can feel it." And she was like, "Well, are you ready to be the White Claw guy?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Man, I don't want to be the White Claw guy," but we actually have had people reach out, like different management companies and stuff like that, who have listened to that song, and because of that, they've kind of delve deeper into the rest of my catalog. So that's been good, but so I'm hoping that keeps up and I don't just get pigeonholed as the White Claw guy.
Also, Tom and I are a big fan of when you do a ton of work and you work really hard and you're really serious about something, but it's a really simple and completely fucking stupid idea. And this kind of has that vibe to me of because it's a good song. It's like you sound amazing, the band sounds amazing, like everybody hears like, look, I like good music.
The production's great.
The production is top notch. So when you listen to it, was the goal to do a dead serious look? We're going to play all of our instruments to the best of our ability, and then obviously because if you're a singer songwriter, you don't want to put out crap. So I'm kind of I think I'm kind of blown away because it sounds like even though I know you probably worked 3-4 days on the recording, you guys put a ton of effort into this, didn't you?
We did, and like you said, we could spend, in Nashville, you spend 3 hours, 4 hours, a few days, months, whatever, working on one song, and then for this song to take 30 minutes and 3 days in the studio.
That's crazy.
And we still obviously wanted to do our best, but
tell
we were going to put it out to the masses.
Tell our guys where they can find it because, our guys are White Claw crazy. Like Tom said, they're a sponsor of ours, and we love their product. So if people want to check out the song, what's the easiest way for people to find it or find all of your other music?
Yes, you can go on YouTube. The song is Drinkin Claws. You can go on youtube.com/Mark Leach Music, Leach, or @Mark Leach Music on Instagram. And pretty much if you Google Drinkin Claws, the song should come up on YouTube or Spotify, Apple Music, whatever you use.
Cool. Last question, Mark. Now, during your live shows, do people request it? Have you had to play it live yet?
I have had that. People request that, and I think I've signed more White Claw cans than I have in my whole life. So there's that.
That is hilarious. Well, Mark, we appreciate you being on the phone with us today and giving the interview. We like the song.
Is it all right if we play it? I don't want to, actually. Is it cool if we play it for our listeners maybe at the end of our show? Because I know they probably want to hear it in its entirety. I don't want to put you on the spot, though, but I am.
Yeah, for sure. Play as much as you want. That's fine.
All
cool.
Right.
Awesome, man. Appreciate that. Hey, have a great rest of your day, and thanks for the time.
Yeah, you guys too. Have a great weekend.
All right, man. You too. Take care. Damn.
He's a
where's
really
this
nice guy.
Based out of?
Super nice. I think he
Nashville.
is in Nashville, so he's one of those guys, singer-songwriter. That's how he makes his money. But we played it last week, and we played it in its entirety, like in the show. But I'm actually going to put it in there so you guys, if you want to, jam it on your boat or whatever, anything to make this weekend better.
It has,
you haven't heard it?
I haven't heard it.
Oh,
He wasn't here last week. We had Fisher, remember?
I don't listen to your shit.
I know.
Here's a little bit of it. I won't do all of it.
Play this for some of your young sweeties.
Yeah.
No, in my country.
There's some of that G in that.
They like
ball.
White Claw, though.
Don't say that.
No.
Birthday party, sorry, not sorry. Shorty let down your hair. It might seem ridiculous, but you'd be lying if you say it ain't delicious. Give me that grapefruit, mango, lime, my white girl wishes. Yeah, I got a sixer, a seltzer calling my name.
He's genius, too, because even in this, they have what looks like the White Claw logo, but they've changed it slightly. And he never says White Claw. So smart.
Have a good time anytime. Feels
Well, there you go. There's we played it last week. I'll put it at the end
Wait,
of
so
the show.
he's the one that coined the no laws with White Claws? That
No,
was-
another guy did. He
No,
just sang a song
he
about
just took it.
Yeah.
Took it to the song.
It's
He just made it better.
I wonder how it is if so you
Ain't
spend
no taser laws.
You spend your time honing your craft, whatever that may be, and you're serious about it. You spent your whole life working up, whatever. And this gentleman, obviously, he's in Nashville, moved there as like a singer-songwriter.
Yeah.
Trying to be,
I was checking out his other music. It's really good. He's a really good singer-songwriter.
And then on the whim, you do a goof song, and that's what
I love it.
Hits and is super popular. Now,
he has a pretty good attitude about it.
This could generate attention that could help him out, but it could not. And then this could be the one hit. And think about that.
But I think you got to roll with it, because I think his attitude is good. It's the guys that can't commit. Those are the guys I think that end up getting punished for it, because the fact that he's even signing White Claw cans is cool, because he could say, yeah, no, fuck you, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, this is just goofy.
But the fact that he's like, hey, look, got some different agents reaching out to me, it's generating some popularity, I mean, he's got a good attitude.
You have to at that point. I think if you were like
don't be George Wendt from Cheers, who came to the radio station and said, don't say anything about Norm. And I'm like, well, fuck, then we got nothing to talk to you about. Get the fuck out of here, you fat ass. Nobody cares, though. Well, no, but seriously, he was he dug his heels in and said, don't talk about Cheers. I'm like, well, that's all we know you from.
So,
God damn
hey,
it.
Big Tim's calling us. You want to pick it up?
Big Tim.
What's he doing?
I have no idea. Maybe he's mad that he didn't come up with the song.
Hey, baby.
Hey, baby.
What's going on, man?
Y'all
What's
still
up?
looking for hurricane stories?
Yeah.
What do you got there,
we
buddy?
are.
Well, I got two fairly mild ones, right? One is when Hurricane Charlie happened, right? My stepdad decided it'd be a good idea to step outside into the wind at the full front of it, during the middle of the height of it, right?
That's fun.
Yeah. And now, fun thing about my stepdad back then, he was about a little bit taller than you, but real jacked, right? But didn't weigh very much, and the wind picked him up, like in the Wizard of Oz.
Oh, no.
And I had to grab him by his jean shorts and pull him back in before the hurricane took him.
No!
So you're all real
Fuck, Tim. That's a god. Hey, listen, when you call him, Jesus Christ, it didn't pick him up.
Grab him by his jean shorts. He's 4 feet.
Started to pick him up.
I stood out.
It started to pick him up. I had to grab his jean shorts. He was up maybe 3 or 4 inches up off the ground.
No way! Hold on.
And the height of the hurricane.
He's not flying. You're holding him like a goddamn Willy Wonka by his jean
He came right
shorts.
back down when I grabbed him, Tom. He came right back down. But he was starting to get picked up.
That's not how wind works. Anyway, it's like blowing you up in the air. I've never seen
I don't know.
It blows you on the ground. Fall over.
I believe Tim. I think you're just you're a goddamn know-it-all. Bully. You're a bully.
I know.
It started to pull that little son of a bitch. It did. The wind tried to take him.
Okay, all right, well, fine.
Did he have the carpenter pant
hold on.
pole that you grabbed him by?
This sounds oddly
Wait a
like
minute.
Pecos Bill.
Wait a minute, hold on. Wasn't there a story a long time ago, and Samantha can verify this, where there was a kid that was
Balloon Boy.
No, not Balloon Boy. But
I owe you a pizza party.
there was a kid that
No,
was
I'll never get it.
like sucked out of the front door of his house and blown like a neighborhood over, landed in a tree, and ended up being found
tornado. Right?
Isn't that an old Indian tale? Or
National Enquirers. Of
yeah. But, and
so what's your other lie, Tim?
That's one of my news. That was one of my news
other
stories.
lie. my other lie. So when Hurricane, I think it was Matthew or Irma was coming, the daytime DJ at Dancers is a good friend of mine. His name's Jesse, right? Mm-hmm. And he posted on Facebook that he needed help boarding up the windows at Dancers. And me being a compassionate man that I was, also I was running around. You know, Butler, I helped him put up his boards and all, right?
Yes.
I was like, I was commenting, I was like, hey, man, do y'all really need some help? You need some sandbags? He's like, yeah, come on down, man, come right away. I was like, are you sure? This ain't a bit, right? He's like, no. It was a bit, of course, because when I got there, that's when I realized Dancers doesn't have any windows at all. Mm-hmm. And I came to help them board up the windows they don't have.
Mm-hmm.
And I brought extra sandbags to the titty bar.
Did you grab the Dancer's G-string to keep them from floating away?
Oh, look at this guy. He's bullying you again, Tim.
You grab their stiletto heel, holding it as
she's flying away.
Dancers is actually having a hurricane party this weekend.
They are?
Saturday and Sunday.
You want to go?
Yeah, I'm down.
Let's go. Everybody down?
I'll bring my turtle. I got nothing else to do.
I'll bring my turtle.
Is it quality at Dancers?
So,
quality girls?
Are you good to go, Tim, or do you need any help, or are you good to go?
I should be fine. If my apartment complex doesn't remove the 2-month-old move-out pile by Sunday, I'm just going to come into Orlando so that I don't end up with a new sofa.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
So with Tim, do you do anything to prepare for this hurricane, or you're cool with it?
Just roll with
everything normal.
Other than my normal preparation for the end of the world, not really. No.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm gonna fill a bunch of old 2 liters up with water and put them in a Foot Locker thing, and I'm gonna get some cans of ravioli, some more cans of ravioli.
Mm-hmm.
No,
and other than that, I mean,
how much White Claw do you have stocked up?
I don't have any just yet. I'm going to probably get some before too long.
They're running out, buddy. You got to grab them quick.
I think Butler got the last 2 ones over at the old Publix over here.
Mm-hmm. Did you iron all your clothes?
He only owns overalls. He doesn't iron overalls.
It's important.
I iron, period? I don't even think I own an iron.
Don't iron, period. It'll stink.
Gross. All right, Tim.
Well, stay safe, man. It's always a pleasure hearing from you, and I'll see you at Dancers.
Yeah, I'll see y'all on Sunday. Bye.
Be safe, man. Later.
I say we all go to Dancers Sunday. That's not a bad
idea. That'd be fun.
Oh, yeah.
Will they let me bring my daughter?
If I can bring my turtle, you can bring your daughter.
Oh, man, I'll just tell my wife, I'll be on the roof cleaning out the gutters.
Just hire a kid to throw stones on the roof like you're actually walking.
No, and then you put the French witch up there with a polo on. Right?
Yeah, he's been there for a while, sitting.
He's sitting staring into the sun. I brought you some water. I brought you a lemonade. Are you mad at me? Throws a
You're
rock.
ignoring me again. Get off your phone.
Throws a rock.
Oh, you have to have a phone in the French witch's
I got an
hands.
old iPhone in there. Okay,
Oh, okay.
We'll
Let's do it.
glue an old iPhone into her into the hand that has just
The
the
hook hand, yeah.
Yeah, so you don't
Does
see
it have
it.
internet? We could go on Bovada to make it even more legitimate.
Yeah. I could put it on a turntable too, so it slowly turns.
Like Home Alone, where he dances around the house.
This could be my new life. I go live with Seth.
You can do anything
out there
you
forever.
want. You're over floating in Seth's pool. You're checking your. We're gonna have to set up a camera so you can see what's going on over there.
So, okay, talking to this country artist made me think of this. I totally forgot to write it down. So my sons, last week, it was more than this week, because they both got hand, foot, and mouth, by the way.
Gross!
So,
What is that?
Yeah.
It's
Can
a
I get
disease.
that?
It's the new chicken pox.
Can I
apparently.
get that?
Tom probably is a
adults
carrier
can't get
for
it.
Called
it,
hand,
Seth.
foot, and mouth?
Yeah, you've never heard of this?
My hand, my foot, my mouth, and my butt.
It's something that kids
that down for
get.
my next toast.
They get like
Adults can get it.
And for my
Juan
next
says adults
toast,
can get it.
It's just one of my passing criteria for dating a chick. That's all.
well, wait a minute. Have you infected the
You've
studio
infected
now?
the studio. You also shit up the hurricane stress bathroom.
Oh.
I had a very.
Well, I went in there first, and let's just say it was Monkey Tail City. That was a double flusher. And who bought the toilet paper this week?
I don't know.
You did.
Well, it's like then fuck me, because it's like wiping with flash paper. You know, the paper that Mr. Wizard would light. It's like,
Butler had to go full nuclear, got candles, matches.
Well, that wasn't me. That wasn't me. But when Tom and I shit back to back, it creates a turd vortex.
Because that's what happened last time when I had to leave because it was stinging my eyes.
And
you
then,
both went back to back.
And then old Sweet Beans over here is what we call Tom's because his shit smelled like sweet baked beans.
But it's also hot. It like stings.
It burns the nose.
You have like humidity that comes out of your ass because it like feels like an Amazon rainforest in there.
Diet Mountain Dew, it's just destroying your insides.
So low pressure.
I love Diet Mountain Dew.
Unhealthy.
So good.
Low pressure.
Oh, we got the Mountain Dew. We got to try it.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Storm wobble.
Okay, well, we got to try it. Maybe next segment we'll try the mystery flavor of Mountain Dew because Samantha is a trendsetter. She was the first to try the Popeyes fried chicken sandwich before anybody else did.
Of course she was.
She found it first. And
You
then,
calling me a hippo?
Oh,
no, I'm saying you're unhealthy when it comes to that.
Oh!
It's true.
And then Butler was the one that found it, and then he brought it over here, and we all tried it. Well, now I want to like keep the trend going, so I bought the new. It's called Voodoo. Get it? Voodoo. It's a mystery flavor Mountain Dew. We're gonna try it today and see if we can figure out the mystery flavor.
I'll just watch you and judge you guys.
So, both my sons have been requesting their favorite new song on the way to drop Tommy off from school every morning, and it's the fucking Old Town Road, right? Somehow they listen to it, and then so now they're like, play. Max called it Old Town Rollin'.
Old Town Rollin'. I know him.
So I've listened to it 500 times in a row every morning going to school, and I barely paid attention. But in the 500 times I listened to it, I started listening to the lyrics, right? And I guess the rapper.
You should probably do that as a parent before they know all the words.
I thought it was a kid's song. Like,
no, it's
not. Because at the roller rink, they were playing it, and all the kids are going crazy.
Well, I mean, Gangnam Style was written by a guy that apparently hates our American ways and wants us to all die like infidels, right? I mean, like, remember when
I listened to a lot of songs as a child that I should not have listened to.
Yeah,
if my parents actually listened to the lyrics.
So now,
OPP?
Max he's learning the lyrics. I see him voicing, like I'm looking in the rearview mirror.
Afternoon Delight,
and he's singing along with the song, right? Now we've listened to it so many times, he knows the lyrics, right? So the first time that Nas X sings his,
it's
like
a Lil Nas X.
Oh, sorry, Little Nas X sings his like maybe the first verse or second. It's like it's riding on my tractor, lean all in my bladder, cheated on my baby. You can go and ask her. And
that's good. That's pretty damn good.
I want the whole song sung by you. Actually.
Did he say lean all in my bladder?
Yeah,
and I was like, so I had to look up the lyrics because Max is singing this shit, right?
Well, I mean, Max knows how good lean is.
So
awesome.
He's got the good connection.
So it is
lean is great until you have a seizure on a private jet. Then it's not good.
So
Lil Wayne.
Then I laughed about how
Ross.
the number one country song in America is about a gay black guy high on pain pills riding on a tractor. Like I was laughing about how it's ridiculous. But
every other country song's about getting drunk.
I know. But so then I was like, is this appropriate for Max?
Probably not.
And then but then it's the most popular
But if he
song.
doesn't know what he's saying,
That's what that was my whole thing. Is like he doesn't know what lean is, and
in his mind,
cheating
he's
on
just
his
a guy
baby.
riding on a tractor.
Yeah. So,
but
fine,
then Little Nas X didn't he go to?
He also says bull riding and boobies. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the next part. Because then I was like, what are these lyrics?
They like boobies. Didn't you catch your son staring at Lizzo on the?
Right. Yes.
There's no way you like Lizzo, Seth.
I don't know who.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's no way
She's a little
like
above
Lizzo.
your weight
Ask the sweetie.
standards.
I don't. I put that past me.
You just shame me for Popeyes. Fuck you.
It's not about. It has nothing to do with weight. It has to do with your insides deteriorating.
Don't look at my insides.
I do want to.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. I know you're good, but Butler's over there like Butler's going.
He's drumming.
Just drumming.
Drumming on the mic.
I'm bored. I'm gonna drum. Jesus Christ, Butler.
You know this is audio, right?
Wait, is this on?
I'm sorry
I'm gonna play Wipeout.
My boss is telling his fucking Old Town Road bit again.
La, 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 la. I'm so high. Drum it on my microphone. I'm so high.
God damn it. Anyway, should we take a break right now and then come back with some news? All right.
Let's definitely take a little break.
So we'll do Seth news coming up. I feel like I can't get shit done today, and I'm not prepared.
I feel like I'm in the mud. Like it's just like everything is slow down.
Because ever since like we heard for sure this hurricane's coming, then we're just like, fuck, and then we're like gotta go do shit.
Well, it just ruined our entire. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. We were working hard to get shows out early. We were gonna still have extra content for you guys. We're just gonna all go and do something fun.
It's fucking my gym bad too.
Now we worked everything, got it all out, but now we get to all just hide in our houses for fucking 5 days.
Now,
fuck that shit.
The whole Labor Day weekend, though, since the storm's moving slower, like you do have like Saturday, maybe like is it going to start raining a little bit on Sunday? Like,
it's already thundering this morning. It sounded terrible.
Look at me.
That's just regular.
That's just normal everyday rain.
I think it's only like 50% chance of like rains on Saturday.
Now I think it's Tuesday and Wednesday, unless something else changes again.
So you have our whole weekend. So
but it doesn't matter. It's still going to be ruined. People are
Everybody's already fucking ruined. I canceled my goddamn Airbnb. Fuck that.
Well, now
they moved the barbecue bash to Saturday instead of Sunday.
Hold on, is there an opportunity to go take advantage of everybody canceling their shit?
That's what I was thinking.
Like, can we go and do fun stuff?
I want to go to Disney and get all the fast passes.
Can we all take advantage of everybody?
Maybe will Disney be less packed because people canceled their?
People won't want to go there. Yeah, we should go to Disney.
I think Star Wars Galaxy's Edge is still going to be packed because people are too gung ho for that shit. They're not canceling for that, but everything else, I think, get some fast passes, maybe get some resorts. People canceled a lot of it, I'm sure.
Yeah, and then they have like a deal because they're trying to just sell it,
make up for the money.
Apparently, Disney was giving full refunds for people that had booked vacations. That's a very nice thing to do.
I know a business that's having a deal.
Oh, tell us about it.
The Jungle Man Fitness is having a huge hurricane sale.
That's what we want to do.
The hurricane's coming. I want to go work out.
Exactly. Those are the two most important things: ironing your clothes and working out, and selling all your stuff.
Clothes?
Just trust me, you got to do it.
I literally, I've been trying to eat healthy, and as soon as I found this hurricane, I go straight to McDonald's this morning. That's why I had the sweet pea burger.
Oh, that's why.
That's why. What'd you have? Steak bagel?
McGriddle.
I was too embarrassed to tell you.
You got a McGriddle.
What'd you get?
I just threw
steak bagel.
I did get the steak bagel.
He always gets a steak bagel.
That's why the onions were making us cry.
And fucking a hunk of shit. I immediately regretted eating it.
We did too.
But that was my mentality. I was like, fucking hurricane's coming, deal's off.
What's the deal?
I don't know.
He doesn't.
I was just like, I felt like giving up. I was like, oh, fuck it.
Me too. That's why I took a red pill last night. I was like, we're all going to die. I took it. I was like, I'm too high.
Why is everyone acting like that? Chill out.
That's what everybody does. Like, as soon as something like
I'm like, I'm dead.
Everything else goes to shit too. When one little thing goes bad, you're like, screw it, let everything else go. My body, my health, my relationship, everything. Just let it go to shit.
It's like when someone's...
I'm not paying my mortgage. Fuck it. I don't care.
I used to make the like when you're trying to smush your wife's face into a sandwich. As soon as her nose hits the beginning of the bread, she gives up.
That's a good analogy.
I can't really say those jokes anymore. I'm sorry about that. Different time.
All right, this is new music from NoFX. This is called Fish in a Gun Barrel. It's political. Don't blame me. It's just their new single. We'll be right back with more A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan.
Loaded he was when he unloaded his gun. Does anyone know how loaded he was when the slaughter had begun?
Scumbags, what's going on? It is Sam and Trav with your BDM clip of the week, Sam.
And Trav.
This week we had an old friend in, Bubba Whoop-Ass Wilson.
Hell yeah.
He went through a bit of a hard time. He started getting his shit back together, so it seemed. And then bad luck hit him once again.
Let's check out the clip.
So you get...
But you don't want to take a crawfish shit on a metal toilet in front of like 30 other dudes.
On a
sneaky-ass crawfish shit.
I got a story about this.
Did they make you bend over and cough?
Yes.
Okay, so let's talk about...
They fingered your butthole.
There's no
crawfish in there.
I feel like you should age out of that. I don't feel like that should happen.
I enjoyed it.
There it is.
They were checking his prostate.
So, something's... it's just a lumpy prostate.
Like a lumpy volleyball in here. It's huge.
Imagine the guy who has to do that.
How do you pee, sir?
My God, there's like a walnut the size of a human head in here.
And it's red hot.
Yeah, oh my God, it's hot to the touch.
The prostate.
It's hot as a microwave pizza.
Cocaine news.
Have your laughs at my expense.
I was
Go
trying
ahead,
to pull this bag
you
of
little
cocaine. That's
bastard.
not a bag of cocaine. It's just this guy's prostate is the size of a goddamn watermelon.
That's true, though.
So
That's got to be a humbling moment, right? I think I worry more about that thing happening in prison, not even prison, jail,
Yeah.
is the bend over and cough.
Oh my God, what a nightmare.
It's gotta be the worst.
My ultimate goal in life is to never have to do that.
Yeah,
ever.
same.
Not even for my doctor. Nope.
To hear the rest of Bubba's experience when he got locked up, you have to sign up to become a BDM.
At TomandDan.com.
Sport Subaru, Sport Mitsubishi, right there on West Colonial Drive. The West Colonial Drive location, that is the dealership that works with us. And that's the Subaru dealership that has no dealer fee. Only one in Florida that has no dealer fee.
Yeah, so it's worth going there to check it out and get the full BDM or a mediocre time with Tom and Dan experience.
Yeah.
Just got to go there and ask for Stacks, man.
Yeah.
Stacks will help you out.
Mike Stacks, just ask for him. He's our Tom and Dan liaison.
Yeah.
That, he'll give you the VIP. He'll give you the best deal. Basically, they know that you're going to go on the BDM page or then tell us, because you get, as soon as you buy a car or lease a car from them, and same thing from Don Mealy Chevrolet, you get to come in here. So they want to treat you the best possible way they can and get you the best deal, because they know you'll be talking to us.
Yeah.
And they want to spread the word within the Tom and Dan community.
What is the new powder blue Subaru that I keep seeing on the commercials? My wife and I are oddly
BRZ?
intrigued. It's powder blue. No, it almost looks like, is it a Crosstrek? Or
Oh, yeah, they got the Subaru Crosstrek. They got the
I think
Ascent.
it's that. It sits up a little higher, and it looks like, because now that I'm bicycle crazy, I was looking at the thing. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
And Andrea's like, what is that?
The Subaru lifetime powertrain warranties. You can't beat that. They also hold their value a lot better.
They do.
My wife wants to get that Ascent.
Well, not only do they hold their value, but they're just damn reliable.
Yeah, and so if we get the Ascent, I'll have the Forester first, the WRX, and the Ascent.
Yeah, and you've loved your Subies.
Yeah, and I love my truck, my Silverado truck I got from Don Mealy Chevy. I talked to JC Harrelson. He's the sales GM over there. He'll treat you right. Just ask for him if you want a Corvette, if you want the Silverado, any Chevy truck, they'll take care of you.
You get the Chris Fisher, the Colorado.
Yeah.
If you want a baby truck.
Yeah, and they have a bunch of like Tom and Dan license plates and swag and stuff they'll give you, and you get to come in and watch the show. So it's the Sport Subaru, Sport Mitsubishi, and Don Mealy Chevrolet.
You guys remember the band Red Cross? They have new music out too. Brand new album, Beyond the Door. The song that you heard was The Party Underground. Welcome back to A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I am Dan.
Tom.
Let's jump into it, man. I just got to find this intro. What did I do with it? Here it is.
99 MRIs trying to prove he's gonna die. The CD is kicking in with every new hit at the gym. He laid out Kimbo with an attack, but the Russian won't call him back. And we all forgot about that fight. Just more proof alone you're gonna die. From fighting in the UFC to reading news to you and me, you could say he wears a lot of hats, but we'll just focus on his eyes. So hippo people, get on your hooves and put them together for you know who. As if you narcs don't have a clue. It's Seth Petrozelli with your douche bro news. Oh my God! What the hell? It's Seth Petrozelli with your douche bro news. What the hell?
News today brought to you by ABC Fine Wine and Spirits.
I thought the bitch
was why.
If you're getting some hurricane preparations, some supplies, go to ABC and use the hashtag TDABC, and you could be entered to win a prize. Maybe we'll give some extra prizes.
TD.
Yeah, since everybody's
TDABC.
got to grab the alcohol for before the hurricane.
That's where I got mine, because they got the. Here's a fun fact: if you are a White Clawman, they have at least my ABC on Corinne has the multi-packs and also every flavor in 6-packs.
Yes, yeah.
So if you're like Sam and I, and you like, I gravitate to the lime and grapefruit. I'm more of a citrusy type of dude, and I can go there and get what I want.
Yep. Seth, what's the first one?
Well, Tom, you know that I. God damn. You know that I like the cosmos, the universe, its wonders, and stuff like that. So I picked this news.
You are known for your love of the cosmos and the universe's wonders.
Yeah. And Playboys. All right, in our news, astronomers find a bizarre planet unlike any other discovered so far. Watching stars wobble is a tried and true method astronomers use to find huge planets lurking in the outer reaches of the cosmos. If a planet is big enough, its gravity, it tugs on the parent star just enough to make it wobble. Using this method, a team watched the star HR 5183 with 3 telescopes for 20 fucking years and found a massive planet 3 times the mass of Jupiter. And I don't know if anybody knows anything, but Jupiter is the biggest planet in our solar system. It's ginormous. It's ridiculous. They found a planet 3 times the size of that. What's weird, though, is that how it's spinning around, it's on a highly unusual egg-shaped orbit. The new find, dubbed HR 5183b, travels in orbit that takes somewhere between 45 and 100 years to orbit its star.
Okay, so that's the equivalent of 1 year for us, and obviously, like the Earth goes around the sun one time. That's one of our years. That's a year. This takes
45 to 100. Which I thought that if they were watching something for 20 years, they'd know exactly a little bit closer of a gap. If I'm going to take 45 to 100 as a big little spread, but still, that's still amazing to know that, to find that out.
But that's all they know is how big it is.
How big it is, how long it takes to orbit, and that it has such a egg-shaped orbit. Like, it goes completely out of the solar system, like out to the far reaches of the cosmos, and then comes back, which is very, very
that's cool.
Unusual for that to happen. They said they found planets like this before, but none with an elliptical orbit so big.
If a planet or an object or a mass is traveling in an elliptical orbit instead of a purely round orbit, is there a change in speed at all?
Yeah, when it gets closer to the nearby star, it does speed up.
It would speed up a little,
and that's why it slings
it around.
That's why it slings it like around like that, which is
interesting. Most orbits have that more of an egg-shaped. It's not exactly round.
Right.
I mean, so that's why you get further away from the sun, and then you get closer.
Correct.
But once I found out, like investigating a little more about the universe and everything, and listening to Neil deGrasse Tyson and some other stuff, like scientists talk, and I figured out that we can, using telescopes, we can see these other planets, but as far as like ever getting to them or ever finding out more information, like sending something, they're like, it'll take 100 years to even get there, or whatever.
Not even more.
100 light years.
100 light
was just like and any as fast as we can possibly go, it's like 1,000
until we figure out a way to travel as fast as light. Then
and then
light speed, there's no way.
And then scientists are like, well, maybe we will, but it'll be 100 or plus years before that. I'm just like, oh fuck it, because I'll never.
It's never in our lifetime, so we don't have to fucking worry about it. That's what sucks. That's why.
Don't even spend the money. Let's do something else. Let's look at the bottom of the ocean.
No, for future generations, definitely want that, because that's so amazing to know.
Talk about future generations.
My turtles' future.
No, okay.
They'll be fine.
Anyway, I'm serious. That's like one thing that I always am curious about, and when I die, like that's one regret. I never know what happens like thousands of years in the future. Just to know that. I don't know. That's really, really interesting to me to know. Like, will we be traveling to like distant like solar systems?
I mean,
stuff. It's so cool.
There could be maybe within our lifespan,
or style,
us finding out like some sort of like intelligent life is out there through some sort of like light or like
what constitutes intelligent life?
Radio waves,
life like us.
Any sort of a way that they can communicate implies intelligence, so like,
gotcha.
But like finding some sort of microbes or like existence of microbes on Mars or like finding that there was.
That's cool to me because that if they're on Mars and that's only 2 of our planets in our solar system and there's billions and billions of other solar systems with billions upon billions of other planets that could happen. Then the likelihood of life is so much more profound than what we thought, which is amazing.
I just already assume that there's life out there. Who knows how like there's tons of different theories about why we haven't heard of anything. Like there's a lot of different theories about like intelligent life will only progress to a certain stage and then be eradicated by some sort of like asteroid or any other or internal fighting, and so you'll never get to the point where you can go from universe to universe. Like life will just be extinguished before we can
reach that point.
Favorite planet?
Mine's the sun.
I'm a Saturn guy.
Thank you, little Richard.
Either way, it's gone when we're gone. We're gone.
It's made of cheese.
It's made of cheese. Or the moon is made out of barbecued sperm. Would you eat it?
What is that?
I would. I'd have seconds.
What is that?
Harry Carey, man.
He's doing good.
Harry Carey.
Yeah, he's doing
Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell's.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Harry Carey. Doing the
Is everybody insane today? What the
Those
fuck
are my
is
favorite
happening?
impressions.
We got goddamn British Jimmy Buffett, and I don't know what you're doing.
Something I can't talk about.
Is what? What do you think would be? So what if we all of a sudden got some sort of communication from some sort of intelligent life?
Fartogram.
Through
That's in a hurricane.
Hello?
And maybe they're so far away that by the time because there's there's stars that we see, we're seeing the light. They've already been extinguished for a fucking million years.
By the time we get the message, it's like a warning, and we're like, "Fuck, it's already too late. They're already here." Like,
but maybe they fucked up. Maybe they're like, "You better watch out, motherfuckers."
Like,
and we're like, "You fucking that was
didn't anticipate
it was
the
250 light years ago."
like they're dead by the time they get here.
It would be interesting.
That message was for Leonardo da Vinci. Shit.
If we got some sort of message from some sort of, and then we showed like this was actually sent out hundreds of years ago. How fucking bizarre. Do you think people would go insane, or they wouldn't believe it? Right nowadays, if anything,
if there was a way to validate it in a
but there's a way to validate it. Like there's a way to validate vaccinations.
Some people would go insane. Yes.
Because
some people would take it totally religious, and they would be like, "It's the voice
that's
of God."
That's what I would love to find life on another planet. Because then whatever. Any sort of Mars. Did Jesus go to Mars, and is he going to go to other planets? Did he visit all these other places?
They ignore it.
The only way your religion is true is if they have the same exact thing happening on their planet.
My Jesus would go to other planets because he's a loving Jesus.
Seth, you're trying to apply some sort of rational logic to it. Out the window.
I know,
but I think nowadays people just wouldn't believe it, even if the government's like, "Hey, we received this message." People are like, "Nah."
Government wouldn't tell us, right?
Bernie Sanders said he would.
Depends on what they said.
You saw that, right? Bernie said he's like, if I'm, I'll tell you. I'll tell you if this fucking alien shit's real.
They got real nervous about that Area 51 storm.
What happened?
Shut that shit down. They went to that guy's house. They raided that guy's house.
Really?
Yeah.
The guy that was promoting
it. They made it as a joke.
I kind of lost track of the story, and I didn't know.
It just fizzled.
They took down the whole event page and everything because they were getting nervous that people were actually going to do it.
Oh gosh.
I mean, people are dumb enough to do that.
Let them do it.
Yeah, let them do
it. And then mow them down with a machine gun, blow their kneecaps off. I don't care.
That's bad press.
What they should have done is everybody that was in Area 51 that works there should have just dressed in Halloween, like alien costume, and started running around crazy if they did run. Like, oh god, they're here for something ridiculous.
I don't think they have time to do that, right?
Oh,
Too many real aliens.
They have plenty of time.
You're out there dressed like an alien. Then by meantime, the real aliens are getting loose in the warehouse.
When some guy is on the back of a Humvee,
who's watching the real aliens? Oh shit! I thought you were watching the real
I wasn't watching.
shit.
I left the door cracked so I could go to smoke a cigarette.
When some guy's on the back of a Humvee with that little minigun, you know, the one that shoots so fast it just looks like a laser.
Yeah, where they put tracers in it. That's good. Do that again. That was good.
And you're just spraying nerds' glasses off.
Yeah. Oh, no.
And they're Facebook living at bad press for everybody. Like Donald Trump don't want that shit. Raid the nerds'
Yeah,
house.
but it's not their fault.
Stop them all.
It's not their fault.
Yeah, what?
The guy's using the gun.
Yeah,
look,
but
you're not supposed to fucking me out there.
But the internet are like, why are you spraying these nerds' glasses off? And then people are mad at that. So they're like, no, I don't want any of that
you
shit.
You killed all these nerds.
Yeah.
They actually declared a state of emergency.
Wow.
For the Storm Area 51 event.
Really?
They said it on NPR today, apparently.
Well, probably because
God damn it.
once it's declared a state of
Country's
emergency,
fucking stupid.
then
when was the raid supposed to happen?
September 20 through 21st, or 22nd, sorry.
There's
September 21st was the actual event.
Nah, we missed
it. But the county has approved 2 events in tiny towns for September.
What
20
can we
22nd.
storm now? We can't fucking storm nothing.
I was trying to storm EJ's pool the other day.
No, you don't want to storm that.
I'm going to storm dancers this weekend.
Yeah, I'd storm that. Do they still wear the Band-Aids? So it makes it look
Is
like
it
they
Band-Aids or do they have pasties?
Clear pasties.
Well, the rich girls.
They're clear? That doesn't even count.
They're like light white, almost clear pasties. You see
Yeah, it's
everything.
weird.
They actually make up the nipple on the pasty.
Yeah.
No, I'm just joking.
No, it's weird looking. It looks like the girl had her nipples chopped off.
Yeah. But that's how they get around.
I like that.
You know, it turns me on when you make it look like you had your tits chopped off.
I dig that work.
So, all right.
My scientific news story went lowbrow, whatever.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I have
Where
another
the
one
fuck
for
do you think you
I was
are?
in a nerd.
Honestly.
I was in a nerd mood, so I got another one that I like.
I like it.
All right. Ethiopian fossils. A fossil, reveals face for ancestor of famed Lucy. Do you guys know who Lucy is? Famed.
Lucy, you got a lot of explaining to do.
Exactly. That you talk like that too. A fossil from Ethiopia showing scientists a face from millions of years ago back into our evolutionary history is discovered. The discovery, it's some 3.8 million years old, is from a species that is considered an ancestor of Lucy, the famous Ethiopian partial skeleton. This ancestral species is a group of creatures that preceded our own branch of the family tree. Scientists have long known the species existed, but they had only small remains.
You read like you're putting together a Christmas tree. You're reading like the instructions for it.
Don't let him bully you, Seth. I got
He's doing nerd news. We're allowed to bully.
You're doing good.
Yeah, we're allowed to do that.
Now you got me thinking that
He
is
would
that,
bully us.
is that a slur thing? Is that a speech
You're such a good reader, Seth. Keep going.
Am I not a good reader? Honest, tell me the truth.
No, you're fine. It's fine.
You should probably
Don't listen to these
practice.
guys.
I thought I put emphasis on things that I should, and then
So
I
you
back
plug
off on
the
some.
trunk B into trunk C. It is a
Do I need
pre-lit
practice?
tree.
No, you're fine. I mean, we're not listening to Morgan Freeman here narrating. We know what we got. I'm not expecting that much.
Been hitting the head a lot.
Have long known the species existed, but they had only remains of jaws and teeth from above the neck,
Now he's
face
changing
and
it.
skull. The newly found fossil reveals much of the face and skull. Now you got me all fucked up. I don't know
Oh,
why.
I'm sorry.
This helps to fill a critical gap of information of our evolution, which I thought was very cool. And they had a picture of it, and I couldn't print out the picture, but
The thing to me is...
it looked like this.
You brought a prop? Are you fucking Carrot Top? You have Samantha's tank top on that would get gifted.
That's not mine.
This motherfucker got a prop. You're the best. Seth, you're the best.
I don't even have that.
Where the fuck did you
Look how happy he is.
I wanted to use it so bad. I found a story that went with it.
So, at this point, though,
He's making stories so he can bring toys in.
no matter what we find, like evidence-wise for evolution, the people that don't believe in it are never going to believe in it. And then the people that do, we already know. So it's like, okay, all the evidence is already. I know. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
So it's hard because you're finding like missing links that the anti-evolution people or the people that think it's not real, then they're like, oh, this is the missing link. Now you got to believe. And they're like, nah, you still
just explain it away.
Exactly. So then I feel like it's just all for nothing.
Missing
because
link is just it's misinformation anyway because there's no missing link.
Yes,
it's all it's at all.
Yeah, but then the people are like, oh, but there's this gap. But yes, we're talking about millions of years.
Course,
There's thousands of years of gaps of shit that we can't find.
Exactly.
But there's enough evidence in a whole to literally 99% certainty that this has happened. And all scientists agree. But it doesn't matter. Like, we live in a day and age that proof doesn't matter anymore. So for me, I'm just, I would have probably got excited, like, oh, there's more evidence now. It just I
am so excited because I think the more time goes on, they're going to find more and more evidence like that. And I don't know, maybe people will get off this weird kick of not believing actual science and then start believing it. No.
I think
it just feels like lately it's been bad. Like, it was better before, then it got a little crazy with all this misinformation.
Pretty bad right now.
Yeah, it is pretty bad right now.
Although, is it like
nothing to do with Trump?
Have you guys met anybody that's really out there? Yes. That wacky,
Butler.
I guess I have.
Butler's close to it.
I meet him every Friday.
Butler battles it every day.
Here.
How dare you?
From right here.
Because we hear the anti. You know what? I guess I have. I've seen personally the anti-vaxxer. Although it's never.
I got the messages. Anytime we talk about it, I'll get an email from somebody lighting us up.
What?
Just saying, and they'll be kind about it, but they're just like, no, you guys are totally wrong. You got to really do your research when it comes to anti-vaccination because it's legitimate. Like, you guys are being poisoned and. Has your? If you want your daughter to get, a bunch of diseases and become autistic, it's fine. I get that. Actually get messages.
And they're so ingrained into it.
We got one voicemail message that was so long. It was like an 8-minute voicemail message, and I just deleted it. Because I'm just like, no, can't do this.
Yeah. Then I feel like that person, he never convinced.
No. And that's why I deleted it. It's like, we can't change your mind. Yeah, You're in. You're a lifer.
Yeah. Anyone that doesn't believe in evolution or whatever, you're just like, okay, it's done. I remember I used to I get great enjoyment of arguing with there was this guy back in the radio days that emailed me back and forth about Noah's Ark because I was laughing about how stupid it was. Yeah. And then the guy dead set 100% agree. And then trying to bring up
he'd quote Bible verses to you.
Stories.
That's the thing when they try to bring
they found
Bible verses as evidence.
So then he would bring up a story about they found it in the fucking Himalayas, and then I would go look at his debunked his they didn't, and then he'd bring
and then his wife died. Then I
felt bad. I then stopped because I was like,
did he ever continue?
You know what? I think
that's when you sink the knife deeper. Oh, really?
Yeah. It's and then you ever just live your life. Everybody, who cares? That's all it comes down to.
I agree.
What's the next one?
Too passive. All right, John. This is my.
Oh, don't overthink it.
God damn.
Do you have another?
Somebody died. Somebody died because he's laughing. Somebody died.
I know this is the horrible story that you're going to laugh at.
It's not horrible. A hero father was killed by a naked man.
Okay.
There we go.
My God.
Who barged into a hotel room after noise complaints. That's how you kill, man. There's so many things.
I'm laughing at Seth. I'm not laughing at the story.
You're
Amit Singh Bajaj from London was beaten up by a man staying in the room next door at the 5-star hotel Centura Frana Hotel on Karen Beach in Phuket, Thailand, according to his wife. Police say Mr. Bajaj had...
Phuket, Thailand?
Is that what it's called?
Phuket.
Oh.
Is it Phuket or Phuket?
Is it with a P?
P-H-U-K.
There's a place called Phuket, Thailand?
Yeah, I thought there was
Let's
a
go
Phuket
there.
place, too.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. Phuket.
Oh, maybe it's Phuket.
Phuket.
It's funnier if they Phuket.
Don't forget my birthday.
Police say that Mr. Bajaj had complained to the fellow guest about loud noise and that a fight broke out. Badna, which is the fellow who passed away's wife, Banana, said that her and her husband...
It's Phuket.
Oh, it's Phuket.
Okay.
That's way off.
Go to Phuket. Eat my squirt.
Said her and her husband, who were on holiday with their 2-year-old son, had been woken up by loud noises from next door and found that someone was trying to knock open their balcony door. She said that a naked white man barged in through the balcony door and stormed aggressively towards her husband.
I'm storming.
This is a quote from her. My husband tried to block the man and move me away and my son. moved me and my son away. As the man was kicking and punching and just beating my husband up, my husband told me to please leave and save our son. That's not funny. That's not funny at all. That's sad. That's very sad. She ran and hid under a tree and called for help.
Under a tree?
Yeah. I mean, what else is in fucking Thailand besides trees and beaches?
I mean, it'd have to be a really low tree, right, for you to really hide. I mean, if you run under a tree, I see you.
Maybe it said tree. Maybe it was a bush. Maybe the translation.
Yeah, never hide behind a bush.
She learned about his death after he was taken away to the hospital.
Oh my God!
Why did you?
So this guy stormed the balcony. And
apparently crawled around the side of the balcony. Yeah, I mean, how else are you going to get into somebody else's place?
Naked? So he was probably strung out crazy on drugs,
I guess, yeah.
and went into a like they call it, what is it called? Like a manic. Like if you have too much cocaine or like a speed,
I think it's manic. Yeah.
you get this like this crazy psychosis. And then you become like it's literally like the equivalent of being blacked out, but on speed. And then you're like people do it on like meth all the time, and the cops are shooting.
Strength, like 10 tasers deep.
So
Angel Dust used to be like that thing, right?
Same thing, yeah.
I always wanted to do that because they said they were like, and because they report. You know, as a kid, I would hear this, and they'd be like, he was on Angel Dust.
I think
and he was able to lift an entire car and throw it. And I was like, well, fuck, I want to do that because I want to throw a fucking car.
I'm going to do it before a fight.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing you got to worry about is too much strain on your heart, right?
Well, there's lots more than that, but
just the heart.
Yeah. You could die easily, but and did they arrest the person? I guess that's all.
That was the end of the story. After she died, that was the end of the story. After he died, that was the end of the story. But I'm just concerned how you get beat up by a naked. Like there's so many. I would grab those nuts and twist. Like that's so easy to defend against a naked man. It seems like, right?
Well, if the guy was so bigger, think
doesn't matter.
If you got into a crazy psychosis and nude,
nude. You guys wouldn't just go after my nads and just
but your psychosis.
Did you see the guy? It was I think in Tennessee, I believe.
I saw that on the re-up page.
The guy was running around naked, and there was like 4 cops chasing
him. And then he
him.
ran and started choking at an old man.
Oh,
He started choking a reporter.
See, that was the other video I saw besides my next story. But yeah, I saw that naked guy running too.
These guys, the cops shoot these guys, and then they still they're like shoot them a dozen times, and they still come forward. These guys are like they're hopped up.
You're not
crazy.
shooting them right. You got to shoot them in the joints.
Yeah.
So tase them at least, tackle them. You're trained professional.
Shoot them in their knees.
They got those new guns that will shoot the wrap and will wrap around them and completely.
They don't work.
Yeah, I'll throw my batarang at them.
They actually have boomerangs with razors on the end. And
go gadget arms.
Did you see that video of the cop that accidentally shot their partner with the taser?
No.
That was like a couple weeks ago.
No.
But she I think it was a female cop, but I'm not sure. But she missed the suspect and shot her partner and tased him, and he went down. And then she was like, "Oh shit, Rick, sorry." And then they had the guy.
Where the fuck was she pointing it then?
I don't know. It's pretty.
Why was he
two
standing...
needles shooting out? It's easy to miss.
So I wonder if it was like a malfunction with a gun. He's like, I wonder where he was standing. He would have been like, was he standing behind the suspect and it would have shot over his shoulder and hit the? I'm kind of curious how the.
I'll think about next time I'm aiming at a bum outside my gym. Make sure nobody's around me.
Brick, bro.
There's a.
Have you watched Dark Crystal on Netflix yet, Seth?
Not yet. No.
Has that started yet?
Oh yeah.
Watching other things.
Oh, you'll love it.
I had to finish Rain.
It.
What is it about?
Oh, you'll love
What's it about?
What is Dark Crystal?
It's like puppets and shit.
I hate puppets.
It's honestly a very complicated storyline and stuff like that.
About puppets?
Yeah.
It's Jim Henson.
It's a complicated puppet show. Why would I want to watch that? That sounds horrible.
No, it's good.
Here's the video if you guys want to see it. This was in Pennsylvania.
Oh, it's Pennsylvania.
Is this the naked guy that's running? Okay,
yeah. Here, I'll throw this. Hold on, I gotta get.
He's a goddamn murderer. He murdered like a woman and 2 or 3 kids.
Yeah,
oh my god,
he triple homicide. Like he killed 3 people. But here, watch.
And they're just chasing him around.
Well, what are you going to do?
Tackle his ass.
That's when that rap gun comes in handy.
He's unarmed.
Well, what if he has AIDS?
Harry's running around.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
seriously, he might get blood all over.
The guy's like, fuck, don't run after me, naked man.
Get away, get away,
Is that a cop, too?
Yeah, that's a cop.
Keep running.
He's trying to get the cop.
Why is the cop running?
How homophobic are you that you won't just tackle this motherfucker?
Well, the cop's pepper spraying him, so he pepper sprayed him.
Okay, we'll take him down right now. Hit his back to him.
Now watch, he runs over.
If this was any other
and then
thing
he
than a
just
white
grabs
dude,
this
he'd
old
be
man,
shot.
and he just starts choking out this old man. He's like, I'm going to kill this goddamn old man.
Oh, my God. So,
your dick's out! Ah!
See, right now, at knee to the nuts, see, the jungle would have caught
No,
him.
he's beating him with an asp.
This is the
He's got a
worst
shit
police
ass.
why is the
force
cop
ever.
running so slowly?
Exactly.
Because he's a fat. And that's the problem. His cops are just out of shape.
I
He
think
had too
that-
many Popeyes
I
chicken
think he's got a
sandwiches.
shit ass, too, the guy. That,
Oh, no. But why are they tasing him? Like, this is a perfect opportunity.
I thought they did. I thought he was
there he
tasing.
goes. He's gone.
Yeah, he's fucking sprinting. He honestly looks like he was a college
he's got
long
full shit ass.
sprinter.
He's got a shit ass.
He was a distance runner, to be honest.
Yeah, he's tall.
You get that marathon run.
He's got the
Fuck
marathon
that guy.
run.
He murdered 3 people. Take his ass down.
Why is that?
Yeah,
Why
I'm
is
fine
that?
with shooting one shot into his knees.
Yeah, take his knees out.
That's what I told you guys. You guys looked at me like I was an
You're
idiot.
not supposed to do that. You're supposed to shoot to kill because then they have some sort of crazy
No,
lawsuit.
you shoot their knee and then you stand over them and you go, well,
You can't shoot to kill when they're unarmed.
well, what do we have here?
If they're aggressive.
If they're running away from you, and
He
they're
was running toward him like for 5 minutes of the video.
Well, that's when he was macing.
I've
him.
always wanted to shoot somebody's feet out and then just stand over them and just be like, oh, you're in a precarious situation.
I just want to see Seth like kick him in his chest. Like, he's running up, like,
I would put my shin right on his fucking jaw.
Would you?
As hard as I could.
Even though he's nude with a shit ass?
I don't care if he's
You
naked.
better let me eat his
I
ass.
wrestle like in
Well, that's what I'm
practically
saying.
nude
So
with
these
men anyway.
cops shouldn't give a shit.
Well,
like you're there
exactly.
to protect and serve, dude. This guy
I like it.
killed 3 people.
You'll wrestle this guy naked, but you'll fucking call the cops on the homeless people outside your fucking gym.
Oh my God!
They ski
My
me
God,
out.
Dan Paul told us what he did. He murdered a 15-month-old baby of a Devil Days farm team pitcher.
A what?
Tampa Ray.
No, Devil.
Oh, Devil Rays.
No. Well, maybe Devil Ray. I don't know.
Yeah, that was that story. My God.
That's
why?
Yeah, if you knew that he did that, if you knew that this guy was like that dangerous, yeah, I guess you just shoot him, right?
He was obviously
Two in the chest, one in the head.
Well, you have to
up.
follow the law, but I
his
mean,
sister, he murdered his sister, his mom, and his nephew. My God.
Yeah.
Get it together.
Was she cheating on her dad?
Yeah.
No Joke Friday.
So I
Next
know,
story.
yeah, we
Are we
really
done?
examine the news
Well,
that we talk about.
My last story
Super
was actually
depressing.
another. It's not depressing, but it was just.
Oh,
very
no, don't
awkward.
talk about that one.
Well, okay.
That one's really sad. The kids?
Yeah, but they're not dead. They just got scratches on their face. They didn't get their throats slashed.
So,
Oh, my God.
They just,
Jesus.
I said they didn't.
I know, but
It doesn't matter at
Just the way I
this
said
point.
it.
So
I miss fucking Bus Decker's Pelican news.
Yeah. I like the Pelican Report.
any
Slash the Pelican's throat too.
anything that doesn't make any sense, and we're looking at the horrible shit is done by crazy people, right? Like all these people are insane and mental illness.
You can't make sense of nonsense, for sure.
Yeah.
So
mentally sick in the head for sure.
yeah,
Of course.
and you know, it's when these things happen, everybody's like, "Why?" And they're like,
Yeah,
"Fucking
there's no
crazy
why.
person." That's
Because mental people
you're
don't
trying
get
to figure-
help for that stuff. People just play it off like it's nothing. It's just as sick. It's just as bad as any sort of physical illness. Mental illness is a real thing, and people don't talk about it too. That's like
No.
it's sad.
So anyway, should we end with the horrible?
No.
I don't know. I got nothing now because
I got nothing.
this-
to that.
No, let's go.
I should have flipped.
we can
the
talk
news
about
and
Choreplay. We can go to email.
What's
we can go to
Choreplay?
voicemail.
What's Choreplay?
So Choreplay is essentially the same thing that Tom does with his wife, which is loads for loads.
How's that going, by the way?
Yeah, how is that going? How
Well-
many loads have you got?
I mean, we've only done it for mini golf,
Right.
competition.
Can
so-
you use it for other type of
competition?
So this is saying
Yeah.
wives are bribing their husbands with sex to get chores done.
Yeah.
Does
It's
your
called
wife
chore
do
play.
that?
That's fucked up.
Instead of foreplay, it's chore play.
Well, here's the thing. I'm expected to do a certain amount. Like I'm the dishes guy. I'm the wake up. I'm the make the kids lunch. Take the kids to school.
What are her chores?
Yeah, what are her chores?
That's a good question. Fuck.
I mean, like that. Like
She has to do everything else.
I'm kind of in the
I
same
don't know
boat
what
as
anything
you.
else
Like
is.
when I
I
wake
don't have
up,
kids.
I'm the
Suck
drink
penis.
coffee, play Madden guy. I'm the drink White Claw guy. I'm the get a blowjob guy.
Yeah. Some people have it better than others.
Apparently.
Yeah. So then and
Get
now
adjustment, get high.
my wife
eat
does
food.
all the laundry.
I'm the eat
Nut
food
butter.
guy. Yeah. I'm the cook. I'm the
So
cook.
you do dishes, she does laundry.
Yeah. So if I'm maybe I can barter some, like, I'll do this laundry for that. Like, listen, I'll go a long way for a blowjob. I think most men will. Like,
what would you do for a hand jobber?
Yeah. Now,
as long as it's a good blowjob.
And just like regular business, you have to you can't flood the market with the supply of blowjobs because then you devalue them. So you bring
Is
it
that
back.
true?
You can devalue a blowjob.
No, I don't think you can.
Yeah, you can. Like,
I think it's the only.
Can you have too many good blowjobs?
Andrew's devalued for Daniel.
No, it's the only currency that I don't think fluctuates at all.
Well, I'll tell you what. Andrea probably devalued the blowjob to Daniel because she gives them out so many times for free.
You don't know that.
Well,
I
what
asked
you
last
tell
night,
me.
I didn't get one.
Stocks
went up a little.
I'm just telling you from what you've said. It's if you get them fairly frequently, then you're not going to really go out of your way to do something than to earn one. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that doesn't change the value. It just changes my level of doing some dumb shit.
Well, it changes your evaluation of said blowjob. Like,
so you say that your blowjobs mean more because you have to do something for them.
I get them less frequently, so their value is higher.
Someone would get so many blowjobs they'd get sick of blowjobs?
No.
So then,
but the value, you wouldn't get sick of them. You'd always want them, but they're devalued in your head. It's basic economics. It's you flooded the market with anything. It's going to bring down the value.
So it
of
won't
that
be
thing.
as good.
No, not that it won't be as good.
It's just worth less.
It's worth
What does
less in
that
your
mean?
mind. It's so.
I don't think
so. Then it's not as good.
You just want something different than a blowjob, I guess.
For instance,
like a rim job.
I want a blowjob like I don't know. I want 5 blowjobs a day. It doesn't change. I'll take as many as I can get.
Yeah, of course, everybody
I'll never stop wanting them.
But what will you do for one? I bet you I'll do way more than you will.
Well, yeah, but I've never been willing to do a lot for a blowjob.
Yeah, well, because you get them all the time.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
But Daniel's a man, that's why.
I'm saying I'm the bad one.
No, I don't know what I'm saying.
I'm on Team Tom now.
I'm just saying, if whatever, like, for instance, it works this way with anything.
I
Like,
might kill any one of y'all for a blowjob.
Oh my God!
Try me, motherfucker.
Twisted-ass news today.
Let's use White Claw as example, since that's the theme of the show. So August or Steven, our White Claw reps, they get a lot of probably, I'm guessing, free White Claw, right? No.
I thought you said free blowjob.
They give each other a series of systematic blowjobs.
So if you get a lot of free White Claw all the time, or have like unlimited exposure to White Claw, then the chances of you ever being in a situation where like you're in a place that let's say you don't have a White Claw, and someone's like, well, how much will you pay for one? They'll probably pay less than a person that doesn't have the same access. They'll be like, shit, I'll pay more. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Okay, gotcha.
Basic business.
All right.
So for instance,
But if a White Claw felt like a blowjob, like I'd be such a big White Claw.
maybe that's a bad example.
Holy shit, White Claw.
It's just a matter of how do you value it in your head? And I'm just saying, I probably me and Travis here, I'm just from talking on the show, probably evaluate blowjobs higher than everybody else.
No, but I would say you get so few of them that you don't even know how to value them. Whereas I get so many that I know how to slap a true. You're Zillow and I'm Bart Merrick.
No.
I can throw an actual value
HD
on it. You're going to inflate it because you don't get enough. So you've inflated the level of the blowjob. I give a more realistic and good estimation of what a blowjob's value is.
If we're talking about double blowjobs,
your value is overblown because you get so few of them that you can't. The market is it's almost like it's artificial inflation.
A blowjob is like a Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card. It's like, they never come around for me.
Yeah, so you're willing to do a lot more. You're going to pay a lot more for one. And if it's chores, like I'll probably be willing to do a lot more chores than Daniel for a blowjob.
This is such a weird concept to me.
Yeah.
Chores and working for sexual gratification with your significant other is
Choreplay.
So weird to me.
I agree.
Yeah, that's never been a part of for me.
Weird. That's weird.
No, I
just don't understand
it. Should just be natural.
It should be you want to do it.
Otherwise,
why are you with that person?
I make my wife do my laundry so she can suck my dick. I'm like, you better get that fucking laundry done if you want this cock.
It just.
I'm kidding.
I like the way.
I'm
you're joking.
totally joking.
You want this dick? You better wash my whites.
You better get some shit done if you want this fucking cock and ball.
I think
Cock and balls.
I mean, I guess it works for some couples because there's a whole New York Post article
it's
about
a thing.
it.
No, it's a whole thing.
That's sad. That just shows you how shitty people's
everybody's
relationships are.
different, man. Everybody's different.
But also,
everyone's miserable.
It doesn't work the opposite.
I'm not.
Like,
no, I'm talking about people that do that.
Yeah,
that
well, I don't know though.
Okay,
Because
maybe not all
are
of it.
you miserable, Tom?
Yeah, bullshit.
He's not miserable.
Bullshit.
Well, don't you want the deep V to the P?
Whoa, hold on.
You're gonna have to do some chores over there, Seth.
Well, no, she'll give it to Seth for nothing.
What the hell?
Well, I mean, I'm the fucking same old guy that's been around for 20 years. No one wants to blow me, especially her.
Don't point at me.
Not you. I'm
pointed at me.
I'm my wife.
You said especially her, and you pointed at Sam. I'm like,
I definitely don't want to do that.
You know, you're just like, look at this. I'm tired of this old man. That's what I'm.
Well, Seth's older than you.
Yeah, but he looks better, and it's new. That's the thing.
Nudie.
When it's new, like my wife's seen my dick 1,000 times, and
it's
a deep V to the new P.
It's not very exciting. That's what happens. You married for a long time, you're like,
Yeah, you're right.
Well, I'm just saying.
I wear my wife out because I'm like, I run too hot.
Yeah.
So I ask too much. But because I ask so much, I get it more than you guys do because you don't ask enough.
I've tried more.
Oh, I can't.
I've stepped up my game.
You got to keep asking.
The numbers game, I got you.
Yeah. You got to throw enough ass out there.
Is it a libido issue for your wives? Do they not want to do anything sexual with you two?
No, I'm probably exaggerating. But the only thing I have to compare it to
she
is
wrote
Daniel.
You a sexy note.
When Dan,
I don't get a goddamn.
Wait, we got to try the Mountain Dew weird flavor.
Let's try the Mountain Dew.
You can continue answering while he's pouring.
No. I just me compared to Daniel. Now we have the opposite ends of the spectrum.
Do you guys do Choreplay? Do you guys do foreplay at all? Maybe that's the thing. You guys aren't.
We talked about that earlier in the week.
Yeah. No, it's just
it's just a weird thing to me.
I smell it.
You guys are like not
very
sexual often. It seems.
Stop it! Don't talk about.
Well, what's the average?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I guess it depends on the relationship. But it sounds like you guys are scarce.
Sounds like it's once a week for you, if that.
I don't even think it's once a week.
I think Tom comes in harder than Butler does. Butler's the one that complains the most. If I'm just being honest.
That is not you. You can get me in trouble.
Don't bring it too real.
She doesn't listen to the show.
Yeah.
Much less the end of it.
People tell her a lot.
Oh, don't snitch.
Yeah,
I'll get the backwash. Thanks.
All right, so this is the new Mountain Dew flavor. What's it say on there? It says Voodoo, right?
It says Voodoo.
God.
Tom, work with me
It's
here.
a mystery flavor.
Limited edition 2019 Mountain Dew mystery flavor.
It smells like lemons.
It looks Halloweeny. Is that what the whole point of it? It's Halloween stuff. It looks like.
I don't know about that.
Hold on, it smells like lemons.
I don't know about
Things
that.
like some sort of
All
candy.
right, first time I'm drinking Mountain Dew in like 20
cancer,
years.
Yeah, I'm not sure I like that.
It's
at
like
all.
lemon and sugar.
Yeah, it's like lemon.
Oh,
It's like a cream.
It's
It's creamsicle.
It's a sweet tart.
Dreamsicle. It's fucking dreamsicle.
It's pussy juice.
It tastes like Smarties.
Mm-hmm.
Smarties.
Yeah.
Smarties.
It's like
That's what
crushed
it
up Smarties diluted in some
nailed
poison.
it. It does taste like
It's Smarties.
it does taste like Smarties.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. It's Smarties, everybody. Ride into Mountain Dew, tell them it's Smarties, and tell them it sucks. It's not good. It's not good.
What kind of...
And I love Mountain Dew.
Just
That's not good.
I don't get it.
Should we plug some stuff and get out of here?
Yeah. I'm not even sure
You
what
guys
to plug.
can't plug anything. Sorry. I may have drank too much.
We got a hurricane coming up.
Yeah.
It's funny how that weighs so heavy on everybody's mind. You know, if
Yeah,
there's
it's a
anything I
bummer.
would take from the show, it's like you can feel it. You can feel it in the chat room. You can feel
It's
it
a distraction.
outside.
Honestly,
Yeah.
you're the one that keeps putting it out there. You keep throwing it out
No,
there.
but you
Making
can
everyone
feel
like that.
it.
Just shut the fuck up about it and nobody will feel it.
You can just feel it.
Well, it's
I don't feel
all
anything.
Anybody can
All I
talk
feel is
about.
my nipples rubbing against a shirt and it's itching.
It's
all
all
I feel.
it's all that's on social media. It's all the memes right now. Especially from Florida. It's funny because it's our reality. But same thing with like the fires in California or any other state. Like it's all they deal with.
Yeah.
But when you're outside of it, you're like, oh shit, I'm glad I'm not them.
Yeah.
Like when the fires are happening in California, like I'm sure it consumed everybody's fucking life in that region.
Yeah.
And then here we're just watching it on social media from far away.
Sucks.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
same thing with hurricanes and
Or
everything.
the Amazon or anything.
If you had to pick one natural disaster to be in the middle of, what would it be? Like volcano, earthquake, wildfire, hurricane.
I'll go hurricane all day
Yeah,
long.
you think that's the easiest?
I'm used to it. Plus,
I'll
dude,
go,
look how much time we have to prepare. Like, I mean,
I'll go wildfire.
No, dude, that's scary to me. Like,
that's scary.
I'll go blizzard, bro. That's easy. I feel like I could live in a blizzard.
I'll go Butterfinger Blizzard.
Here's the problem with the wildfire. There's always the video of the person driving down the mountain trying to escape with fire all around them and embers.
It's like the goddamn apocalypse.
And I'm like, I do not want to get burned alive in my car. Like that seems like the most terrifying situation you could possibly.
Then you
be
better
in.
drive faster.
Yeah, but it's like that.
Just hop in my Hummer.
With the hurricane, even if Category 5 hurricane, I mean, you always have time to run away from it. Like
tsunami.
No, hell no. There's no warning.
That's terrifying.
You're like, why is the water backing up so much?
Look at
Okay,
fish all over the
how about
sand.
asteroid storm?
No.
All right.
There's
ultimately fucked.
The hurricane is literally, I feel like it's
EMP,
the best
solar flare, nuclear apocalypse.
natural disaster to go through because there's so much warning. Like tornadoes, fucking horrible. There's, it happens right there.
Locust.
But it's super fast. It's there and gone.
Yeah,
they're destructive as shit, and you never know where they're going to hit.
Yeah, so you hear the tornado warnings,
nuclear fallout.
So no matter what, and I know people that have lived in Florida.
Race war.
They just leave.
Oh my God.
Depends on what race you are. Like, there's a lot of different answers.
No, you can defect.
No,
you can defect.
it's all bad.
Oh, then you get if you get caught, you get that's a bad beating.
We have
That's a
new
bad
BDM
beating.
dry fit shirts. We have new Apple Watch bands that are pre-sale on the website right now. What else we got going on there?
We'll have some new merch coming up soon. We announced our 10-year anniversary is coming up October 5th. It's going to be at Wall Street. Seth's going to be there.
Wait, where?
Oh, we haven't told you about it.
You didn't ask him?
Not
Oh
yet.
my God.
I just
Here we
just
go.
throws me in it. Well, what date? Because I have a lot of things coming up. No joke.
October 5th. October
I am
5th. October 5th.
Oh, nope.
Nope, can't do it.
Yeah, I'm doing your thing probably, yeah.
You don't got nothing. Every
we
time
know.
I'm like, Seth, can you be here in 5 minutes? He's like, wait a minute. I'm like, you got to give me... Yes, I can. Well, I'm already outside sitting in my car.
I've been waiting for you to call me this whole time.
The chat room wants to know, will Seth be paid this time?
What, with the event?
Well, yeah. Are you
Well, hold on. This particular thing that we got planned is not really like as much of a
yeah, but I mean, don't you still owe him
from last event? Yes. Thank
that
you.
deal was
Well,
made.
an obvious -10 for the shirt we gave him.
Yeah.
Also,
All right, so
it's
take
not
10
down at
off.
90
I'll give
at
this back
least.
to you, Hulk Hogan style. As soon as we're done with this,
Wait, does that mean you're going to thermos it in my butthole?
I will rip this in half.
Oh, okay.
If you rip it, then we
By the
can
way,
charge you 20.
Nice jean shorts, bro. Why do you have that?
Did you steal those jeans off of Ashley Parker Angel from O-Town and then?
Oh, I can't believe you pulled that name.
Well, I mean, like, don't they look like
You might have
Affliction?
worn those.
No, no, not Affliction.
They're a little acid washy.
Those are some old Navy carpenter pants.
Ashley
I've seen
Parker
that.
Angel is an underwear model now.
I'm sorry, guys, that I'm in style.
Oh,
Cut off jean shorts are in style now?
Yeah, you ever see Bieber walk around them all day?
Bieber.
No.
He's in rehab.
Yeah.
20 years younger than you.
He's trying to date 20-year-olds.
I date 20 years younger than me, Tom.
Justin Geezer.
If anybody wants to do anything this weekend, tonight at Johnny's, Melodic Descent is playing. I'll be there. I think there's
Nice.
going to be a few BDMs out there as well. And then tomorrow, Saturday, Wall Street, there's going to be the Supervillains and Melodic Descent. It's Backyard Barbecue Bash. They moved it from Sunday to Saturday. So, yeah, find me.
Yeah, lots of
Also,
fun stuff.
if you're up in Sanford area, I know Toughies is also doing
Yeah, the Shabooms,
a
yep.
party with the Shabooms tomorrow.
That should
9
be a lot
p.m.
of fun.
Yeah, the barbecue bash is starts at 4, so you can make both if you really
you can
want
do both if you're
Party
really
it
into
out
live music. Yeah, I
before
would
Dorian comes.
definitely do it. So because we're going to be inside for a minute, I have a feeling.
Yeah,
so.
get your shit done and then go party. I mean, if anything, we got you got some time off work. It'll be hot, but hopefully, listen. I mean, fingers crossed. It maybe keeps going south and we don't get the worst of it. But as long as you guys out there are prepared or whatever and don't do anything stupid, everybody will be fine.
Yep,
right?
you should be good to go. Enjoy the what's it called, Drinkin Claws song, and thanks to
Mark Leach.
Mark Leach for being on the show. Thank you, buddy. You're a damn fine songwriter. Anything else?
Just plug my gym, Karate karateoforlando.com. No, I'm plugging my karate now. Because I actually have a couple of BDMs that were interested in coming and trying
Karateoforlando.com.
which is karateoforlando.com. Yep, you can check that out. And then also just follow me on Instagram at SilverbackSeth.
There you go.
Perfect. All right, guys, be safe out there. Be cool. Help everybody.
Be cool.
There it is.
Be cool. Be cool.
See you later.
Be safe out there, guys, and remember, be cool.
Stay away from the hurricane.
Oh, wait a minute. I can't publish that. It's mediocre.
And now it's time for the Tom and Dan end of the show footnotes. Today you heard music from
Strung Out. I don't need to tell you who the hell these guys are, just that they have brand new music that came out last week. From Strung Out's new Songs of Armor and Devotion album, you heard the song White Girls. Great shit, fellas. I mean, the kick drums and the guitar. Come on, yeah, I love it. After that, you heard new music from Pet Fangs. Now, in my constant quest to find new yacht rock music, I do believe I would toss this band into said category. From their new Ultra Deluxe album, you heard Pet Fangs and their song Bitch Baby. You know, TC and I love NoFX, and whereas I'll say this isn't my favorite new single that I've heard them pump out, it's a little too political for me. I just want fun. I will also say that I think it probably needs to grow on me a little bit, and I gotta spin it a few more times. From longtime punk rock comedy kings, you heard NoFX with Fish in a Gun Barrel. I think we can expect new music from them very, very soon, and they got something to say. We closed out the show with more legendary brand new music from Red Cross. Red Cross has brand new music. I didn't have any idea. I remember Red Cross from way back in the day. The song you heard is the mega fun The Party Underground. And on that note, guys, we'll see you next week. BDM shows will be out early. You guys also get a brand new two-wife crew from the ladies, fresh from last night when I got to the studio. There were some... Crystal wrote, "I love your mediocre dick" on Tom's pad. So there, I gave you secret information. Bye.